All right. You know what that sound means? That sound means we are live. We're ready to go. We've got some great action there. We got some hockey games starting at 7 o'clock. We've got some NBA action starting at 7 o'clock. We got some Major League Baseball. It's Happy Charlie Morton Day. So we are going to be really stoked for this game today. So lots of bets to go through. So we will go through really quickly. We have first up on the cards, we will have the Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks. And what has basically become in the NBA of every team basically failing to hold on to a lead and then lose at the end of the game. So Porzingis will play apparently today. He is dressed. How much action he sees is yet to be seen. He will not start. It will be Al Horford starting for the Celtics. Like numerous bets, there's some things that are scrolling on the bottom. So we'll talk about that. The first bet we're going to talk about, let me just pull them up. So I like OG Anunoby to continue the rampage essentially from 3 here. We shouldn't have any issue as they try to match the Celtics. With the Celtics, though, have been missing shot after shot from 3. But as they go through it, so we're taking over 2.5 threes. Plus 148 is what we gave out this morning. It's come down a little. It's about 136 when I just saw it. OG's been hitting that shot in the last 3 games. He's been taking more shots. He's going to need to take more shots in order for them to stay with the Celtics. We like Derek White. Derek White, one of our favorite players to bet on. Over 15.5 points. We're taking that as well. Josh Hart. Josh Hart's the guy the Celtics kind of leave alone. And if you leave him alone, he's going to hurt you at times. So we're going to play with that as well. We're going to take Josh Hart at 11.5 points. Is hitting game 1 really easily. Jalen Brunson has shown he's going to be the guy that's going to take a ton of threes. So we're going to be on Jalen Brunson tonight. We're going to take him at over 2.5 threes at plus 104. And my sneaky play, again, is going to be Peyton Pritchard. I know KP's back and his minutes will be a little bit reduced. But I like Peyton Pritchard here to really get over this 10 points. I think he gets plenty of time on the ball to have a really good chance to get this over. And there's a couple other single plays that I like as well. I like Josh Hart to be able to get a steal, 2 steals that I've taken personally. He's hit this in 4 of the last 5 games. So I do like the steals market there. We had a ton of steals game 1. I think that kind of continues going forward. In there, I like OG Anunoby. So to be able to pick up Tatum's got a personally little steal market going on. He's had 6 straight games with at least 1 steal. You can take Hart, Anunoby, and Tatum with 1 steal at plus 138. I've taken a small play into that. I've taken the play on Tatum's rebounds at over 9.5. He's been rebounding the basketball a tremendous amount of times. To be able to take that, I've taken the shot on Miles Bridges' rebounds at 3.5 in this game as well for more of a personal play. I've taken Towns at 10.5 rebounds without KP in there consistently. Towns is still going to get plenty of chances to get rebounds. I'm riding Drew Holiday 7.5, and I'm driving Derek White 9.5 and rebounds assist. Both of those guys were tenacious at the end of the game, getting rebounds and getting assists. I think both of those numbers are too low. I think they should be 11 and 12 for each guy. So we are riding that tonight. We're riding the Twins tonight. Like I said, it's Happy Charlie Morton Day. He comes in with an ERA just under 10. So I like our chances to be able to get some runs in against him. So I like the Twins to be able to get the win tonight. So we will talk of that. We're live for an hour. What's everybody in the chat saying? So far, I haven't heard anything in the chat. But there, we've got a hockey game. Panthers and the Maple Leafs. I kind of think it's a must-win for the Panthers here tonight. They got absolutely shelled last game. Bobrovsky looked terrible in the first period. So it'll be very interesting to see if they can come out here and right the ship here and get this back to 1-1. There. Toronto's a very good offensive team. They're going to be with the second-string goalie again today. That's when the Panthers kind of got the goals last time. As soon as they went to Jared Stahl, the Panthers were able to light the lamp. So I expect them to light the lamp there. I also took the over 5.5, as I kind of see this as being a scoring fest. So there. I don't mind everybody. I'm not taking the Celtics minus 10.5. I kind of understand people taking the Knicks plus 10.5. But if you look back at this game, I weary of it was 8 at the end of the game, and it clearly could have gone well over that if the Celtics hit one of their threes. So the Celtics going to continue like they have basically throughout the entire playoffs, shoot poorly from three. The other one I am on is Derek White over 3.5 threes. He took 9 threes last time. I think he's still going to continue to shoot those, so I still think he's going to be able to get those. I was shocked to see Karl Anthony Towns did not attempt a 3 last time. Over there, KP looks like he definitely is moving around better. He is recovered from his mysterious illness and will go tonight. So, if Sam Hauser could go, that would be kind of nice, but the answer is no. So, other than that, tell me what you guys are thinking, what you guys' thoughts on. We hit the Cleveland Indians earlier today in baseball. I hit a bunch of soccer stuff from the Champions League game. So I've got a bunch of alt numbers that I need for the Denver OKC game. We will talk about that. Trying to get confirmation when my buddy's going to come on, and we will talk WNBA. Season starts next Friday. We will break if he joins or doesn't join. We will break down the entire WNBA for you here. Some different bets that you might be able to get on, and some options and some futures that you might be able to take. So if you are not aware, we have 2 what I would call mid-tier teams. Now, Inter's won Serie A for the last 2 years, but they've never considered an elite team. I mean, they haven't been an elite team since who was it? Balotelli that was playing center forward for them, but they will make it to the Champions League finals. And in a shocking move, PSG, after they got rid of Mbappe, after they got rid of Neymar, really on the strength of Donnarumma, will basically make it to the Champions League finals, which they haven't done in any of their history. Not with Messi, not with Mbappe, not with any of those guys, the teams that they thought they were going to make it. Instead, you're led by a 19-year-old Doué, and then you're be able to bring in the super sub Ousmane Dembele, who is healthy, and will carry them into the Champions League finals. It's not going to be a clash of the high champions, but sometimes it's about surviving in advance. And if you get the better goaltender, then you can go through. Arsenal lost both games versus PSG when they had the expected goal value higher than PSG based on the way they was going. They just couldn't get one past the keeper. So PSG also missed the penalty that should have opened up the lead a little bit more. But yeah, Arsenal had struggled there. Tatum does not take the 3. Instead, he kicks out to Drew Holiday, who does take the 3, and he misses. But Derek White gets the rebound. And, of course, Horford takes the 3, and it's another brick. So Celtics are starting continually to brick threes from distance to start the game. Some people ask me where I was at with the total. I mean, it went over the first game, but it went over the first game because of overtime. Nothing to do with the actual pace of the game. The pace of the game is pretty slow. I love the pace of the game in the next game. A couple of these games I think are going to be really ripe for the pickings for betting props, which we really didn't get in round 1. I think we're definitely going to kind of see in round 2. Trying to right the ship, not going to lie, hasn't been a great NBA playoffs for me at all. I'm definitely negative, but I went 8-1 last night, so that was a very good welcome sight. So we'll see if we can keep it up tonight. We got some plays. We'll see what's going on. So other than that, guys, chip me on. Holden will be joining us. He'll be joining us right around 8 o'clock. So I will be on my lonesome here. So until my buddy joins. So, yeah. So we've got other news. You've got the Pickens trade this morning. It's a little bit of a shocker, but a lot of people knew they were trying to deal him. So might not be more a shocker. All right, we played 3 minutes of basketball, and we have 5 points scored. This is just terrible. 3-2. I mean, we look like we're watching a middle school or elementary school basketball game right now. First 1-20 might win. So, but yeah, this is not a great start for NBA basketball fans to increase viewership. What's going on in baseball? There's 4 games kicking off before we go to the Orioles get their ass kicked tonight. Starts 7:40. Waited to see lineups. I got lineups here, so I'll take a look at that. Hunter Green goes tonight for the Reds. Interesting to see. Does go against the Braves. Braves tend to strike out a ton, so it's not a bad bet when you look at there. But normally his strikeout prop in the last couple of games have been like 7.5, and he hasn't got anywhere close. So hopefully they've reduced it a little bit. Let's see what it is now. We'll take a look. Oh shit! I forgot to do my free streak. Yeah, it's fine. All right, I got Jamal Murray in my free shuffle streak. And I think I picked my DraftKings guys already. It's not a great. I think I got Taylor Ward. So the lineup today for the Orioles. All right, it's tough to look at this lineup and see if anyone's actually hitting. Ryan O'Hearn is in the lineup tonight. It's probably been the most consistent Oriole so far in the season. 295. Jackson Holiday has actually been hitting really well of late. Actually has a little hit streak of 6 straight games. So kind of something to keep your eye on. There, the Twins question, I wonder what the only game in the Twins is. Their offense isn't hitting either, but Charlie Morton's terrible. So won't be shocked if they just really kind of shell him around. So wanted to give the over, but factor a lack of offense that I expect to kind of see from the Twins is the issue why I can't just take like a 5 on the Twins. All right, we got a review already in a 4-3 game. All right. Towns has got 3 rebounds, so good for the 10.5. Tatum's got 5, so that's good for the 9.5. Derek White's got 1, so good for the rebounds assist. What's up, Gerardo? Yeah, I'm going to send the link to somebody here in a second. Let me see if we can get him to join me and we can chat it up a little bit. So, Gerardo, and you saw kind of how well I did in Champions League. How'd you do? I know you hit your one bet. It was over 2.5. I didn't know if you got anything else. So, yeah, I didn't like the juice on that, so I just kind of like left it. It was more better to take 2 team parlays. All right. So you did good. Yeah, PSG team total over 1.5. Yeah, I was a little worried when they missed the penalty that we were going to get a 1-0 game. But yeah. And Arsenal should have scored 2. Respected goals versus them for score 2. Another rebound by Tatum. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the first quarter. So 9.5, he's going to blow right by. It's going to look at pitching props for. Here, I want to see what Tatum's live is. Probably 12. Boy, no one can make a basket. It's 9-2 though. I mean, good start here for the Celtics from a spread perspective. From an actual playing basketball, not a great start. You should have more than 9 points in the first 6.5 minutes. So Tatum's live is 14.5. It's similar to what Gobert had. He had 6 rebounds in the first quarter, and they gave him 14.5, and he never got close to it. Now, Tatum's going to be on the floor more than Gobert is, but yeah. 14.5 is a pretty big number. Towns has got 4. Wonder if what I could get on a Towns, Tatum, 12 and 14. I'd be interested in that. Oh, -1 or 2. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, Holden's going to be on at 8 o'clock. So he's got some things to do. So it's me by my lonesome here for 45 minutes. And we'll try to go through things, try to give you some winners. So Phillies are threatening in the top of the first. So are the Rangers in the third. Padres and Yankees just underway for the most part. Dodgers are up 10. I'm pretty sure they're going to cover that and win. So it's 11-4 right now in the game, and we're at the first time out. So we're on pace for a 120-point game. So it's going to be riveting there. It's going to be similar to last night where get on the rebounds props because enough guys are bricking to really be able to help you cash those. So, right. So let's take a look. Top of the first already started, so you're not going to get the strikeout. Actually, you still can because he hasn't pitched. Maybe not. Maybe. Will they give it to you? No, there's nothing there. Game started, so you can't see what the Hunter Green strikeout props are. But yeah. All right, 741. I'm going to take a look and see what we can get on. Yeah, he'll be on. What are you taking in hockey, Gerardo? Philly Rays get out of it. Shane Boz able to get out of the jam. All right. I mean, that's the question I have with the Twins. I mean, Morton's been getting killed by the long ball. Who on the Twins has got any power? I mean, that's kind of the question. I guess your best hitter is Ryan Jeffers. He's got 10 home runs. No, he's got 10 walks. Brian Buxton, okay. Is he batting his weight? Okay, he is. All right. You take Dallas Stars? Yeah, I got the Panthers and I got the Stars. That's kind of there. I parlayed them both. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take Byron Buxton. I'll take that for a quarter to hit a home run. Royce? Okay. Yeah, I mean, they've been hitting well, but they've been hitting well because they're playing the Orioles. The Orioles suck. When you look at the actual overall stats of the team, it's a questionable. I mean, you've got Buxton's got 8 home runs. The next guy's got 4. And Larnick. Castro and Royce are both back. Okay. Royce is 1 for 4. Okay. So that'll give him something more. Castro, I mean, he started off really well to begin the season. And then he kind of Taylor dived. He does only have 69 at bat, so. But it comes to this game, he's not a prolific home run hitter of any sort outside. I mean, I would say Buxton and probably Royce are your best 2 chances to go yard. So, yeah. Dallas versus Winnipeg over 5.5. Why wouldn't you just take the Dallas team total? Because you're basing that, I assume, based on Connor Hellebuck having playoff issues. Well, a lot of people like them to win the month in the best month for April, and they were terrible. And so getting these guys back, and right now they're 1 away from the best record for May. So, I mean, if they keep playing the Orioles, that always helps. So, man, their pitching staff is terrible. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm on the Twins. Charlie Morton should not be pitching in any way, shape, function, or form. He just Should it? He's reached this part. It's a shame that the guy's trying to keep going out like this. But he should not be pitching. He just should not be. He's 41 years old. There's a time to say, look, you don't have it. If your ERA is twice the amount of your age, that's a problem. I'm just letting you know that right now. So if it's 3-3, you win, and worry about the side. Okay. And the Celtics still have not learned. It's just pass, three. Pass, three. I've counted at least 7 misses. So I'll look at the actual score of them. It's 16-4. They're still winning this game, like smoking them. But they're 1 for 6 from 3. So if they ever hit close to 25%, they may win this game by 30. And that's going to be a charge on Jaylen Brown. All right. He's leaving me hanging. All right. We'll see if KG jumps in. So, first 40 minutes will fly by. Reds are on the board, 1-0. Marlins are going for the 10-point comeback here in the bottom of the 10th, bottom of the 9th. So, see, I was looking at taking the same exact parlay I took yesterday, but it worries me. I'm not a big Michael Wacha fan. I generally try to fade him. He's 1-4 to start the year, which is kind of the reason to fade him. Wish I could bet walks. Maybe that's right. DraftKings, you can bet walks, can't you? I was trying to see which Twins to kind of hammer here to try to get on. I like Holiday. For the Worlds, I'm not a big Richardson fan either. So, I mean, that's the one way where I think the Worlds can hit him around. Tempted to take the over, just haven't done it. Haven't fired. I'll take Buxton the Holiday to get 1 hit parlay. I'll do that for a half unit. I'm good with that. That way I can cheer something on. What's Buxton's hits, runs, RBIs? Minus 155. Here. Knicks coming back since. Hey, Derek White hit a 3. There you go. Celtic has hit 2 threes now. 2 for 7. Still up 10. White's got 8 points already, so that's good for our bet. Tatum just blew a layup. Tatum Pritchard got the rebound and threw it to nobody. Tatum's got 7 rebounds, also good for our bet. So Hart's got 3. Towns has got 5. Good for the 10.5. So we'll see. Blue Jays money line. All right, tell me why you like the Blue Jays. I mean, I don't even think the Blue Jays are a very good team. Is this more of just fade the Angels without Mike Trout? All right, is that essentially what we're doing here? No Mike Trout, so we're just going to fade the Angels? I mean, Santander cannot be this bad all year, can he? You said it best. Okay, so what number did you get on the Blue Jays money line? D took KC minus 1.5. I just don't like Michael Wacha. That's my problem. If it wasn't Michael Wacha pitching, I probably would be all over that KC pick. I just don't like Michael Wacha. He hasn't pitched well. The Sox have shown an ability to somehow get runs. I mean, Bobby Witt's having an MVP type year. No one's talking about it, but yeah. Just that's my worry. Minus 115. He's on the bench. Michael Walker's pitching. Who's on the bench? All right, we're up 10. Santander's not on the bench. I just looked at the lineup. He's third. He's batting DH tonight. He's batting third. He's not batting his weight. He's 180. Springer's batting fourth. It's Bichette, Guerrero, Santander, Springer, Kirk, Clement, Jimenez, Straw, and Clase. So Cincinnati's up 2. Texas is up 1. And all those teams, I think, are about the same team. Texas-Boston is a team I don't like to bet on because they're basically average. 18, 19, 19, 20. Power play here for the Leafs. I was shocked when I looked up and saw how well Seattle was doing. Didn't see them as 22-win team. I mean, it's been really based on the strength of their pitching. Definitely got major holes in the lineup. Towns looks like he's going to have a double-double in the first half. White's already hit 2 threes. He's the only one to actually make a three. He's 2 for 2. Which bodes well. What's his prop now? 5.5? Are they treating him? 4.5. Okay. Well, your worry of that is the game never gets close. All right, and Porzingis is in the game for the first time in a shot clock violation. For Nuke the House people, I put a poke bet out there. I like it. It's 3-1. So I'm also trying to get a second bet, but I need to get this bet on a different way. On what name he's going to choose. Pritchard for 3, another miss. Rebound Holiday, always good for us. And then Pritchard hits the 3. There we go, Pritchard. Let's go. Come on. Let's get this 10 points. I mean, it doesn't look like the Knicks are going to be competitive tonight. Live total 17.5. Books aren't really liking the Knicks' chances here either. Hart with a missed 3. All right, at least they come back and make a basket. It'll be interesting with Porzingis coming on the bench unit. Oh, that was a terrible attempt there by Pritchard. Great rebound there by Robinson. This looks like a highly motivated Celtics team here tonight. And a motivated Celtics team here, I like the chance to blow the doors off here. We got Brunson dribbling for 9 years, and he finally scores. But, I mean, the Celtics, that's what you want to do. You want to make Brunson be the scorer. That's it. No facilitator. Nobody else gets hot. Nobody else gets into the flow of the game. Pritchard for 3 again, but it's called. He drilled it, though. And he's definitely on tonight. Let's get this 10 points. Got the draft lottery on Monday. Yeah, Mel Holden will be here at 8 o'clock. So tell us what you're on for hockey, Mel. Scores are still 0-0. And so anybody can still get on anything. Oh, I was going to get on Matthew Knees again. Matthew Nyes. What can I get on him? Period player props, live player props. Hmm. 1 point. What can I get Knees for 1 point? All right. Somebody just did something. Because all the lines are locked right now. All right, Mel, so what are you on? Come on. Panthers on the power play, that's why. Leafs don't get anything out of the first power play. I'm on Florida -1. Oh, okay. What number did you get on the -1? Because I thought they were like minus, when I took them out, -30? Goal Panthers, 1-0. Panthers are on the board. Yeah. I'm on the Panthers on the series. I'm on the Panthers to win this game. I expect this game to go over 5.5. Let's see if FanDuel wants to ever give live props out again. There they are. I'm on Matthew Knees to get 1 point at +108. We'll take that for a half unit. Had a very great game the first game. I like it there. All right, so let me put that up in the chat. All right. Bear with me 1 second. I add it. I just like working with banners. Banners are so much easier. Should we put the latest praise in the front of the banner? Or should we put it on the back of the banner? And we can remove Cleveland because we already hit that earlier today. So I don't need to put that. And we'll put them after the Pope. Yeah, I'll try to clean this up a little. Take out the FanDuel, everyone. That's how we post everything in the Discord. So everybody gets the plays right away. All you do is set up your notifications, shoots you a text, shoots you a notification, says, boom, Sean Fox Plays has posted this. So if you haven't yet, join us for a free week. Nuke the House for 1 free week. We have some of the best live cappers in there. NASCAR, football, basketball, soccer, Pope, whatever you would like to bet. We've got someone who's going to bet that. A lot of great people in the Discord as well for different plays, talk different things through. Great community that we've built here at there. Join Nuke the House 1 free week. We don't ask you for anything after 1 week. If you want to stay. We'll let you know what the price is. Quite frankly, I don't know what the price is. But there. If you want to stay, stay. If you don't. No hard feelings. Always love just having the phone. One thing I ask for you, if you can like and subscribe, if you're enjoying the show, or like and subscribe to my Twitter handle. That's one way where you can tell me thanks for putting my time in for this. Other than that, let's continue to have a good night. We'll look for good plays that we can have. And I'm watching this game. I'm looking at the props. I'll see what we can get to on live. Right now, the Celtics look like they're going to kind of run away with this, but it's early. It's only the first quarter, but our plays look pretty good so far early. So most of the personal plays look pretty good. So, yeah. I'm loaded in this game. I've got a lot of things I like in this game. So, got a lot of things I like in the next game, which we'll break it down and we'll go through a little bit later tonight when Holden gets on. So, then we'll break down. We'll talk through the WNBA, which is we are 1 week away. You could scoff and what you want at all there about women's basketball or anything like that. Made 58 units in women's basketball in a shorter month. I am perfectly fine. Yep. This is going to be tough to figure out. My Twitter is Sean's Fox Plays. SEANS Fox PLAYS. Sean's Fox Plays. Yep. Appreciate it, Jeff. Always enjoy the criticism. It's nothing but fun. Makes the time go by. Oh. All right, Tatum's got 11 rebounds. League scorer is Derek White. He's got 8 points. So, yep. It is so funny watching this game and then watching the Warriors game and wondering why they're not getting called for illegal defense every single time. Yep, appreciate it. Thanks, Jeff. 7-point game. Big and one here by Cat. Trying to get the Knicks back in here, or at least connected. Cuts it to 7. So it is interesting how much Cat has not tried to shoot from the outside at all. He's off to a nice start, though. He's got 10 and 5 tonight. So he's basically your only scorer here for the Knicks at all. So Orioles getting ready to start soon. Like we said, we expect Morton to stick around, get shelled pretty much. Not sure how long he sticks around, though. That's my one question I worry. Kind of wish that they gave us outs recorded for Morton. They're giving us outs recorded for Richardson, but not outs recorded for Morton, because I would play the under, all over the under. First 5 totals over 5.5. If you want to play that, if you want to play the Minnesota Twins team total, it's 4.5 in this game. I'm on both personally. And then you've got the excellent young pitching duel that's going to take place later tonight. You've got Jackson Joby versus Chase Dollander. Dollander's coming off a tremendous game. We'll see if he can keep it up in Colorado. Another rebound by Cat. Let's go. We will take this. It's down to 5 points. Celtics don't learn, do they? They just don't learn. I mean, yes, they've got 5 guys who can make threes. But right now, the Knicks are just out hustling them. They're beating him to the floor. Mitchell Robinson's got 2 steals. Mitchell Robinson, the 7'1" center, should not be stealing the ball from your guy dribbling at the top of the key. Just shouldn't happen. Towns is up to 6. His live total is 13.5. Points total for Towns is 27.5. I think that's a little high. I don't think he's going to get 27.5. There's too many guys here that become ball dependent. Brunson has dropped to 20.5 live. Tatum only has 2 points too, so getting nothing from him. OG's 9.5 is very, very interesting for a guy who's been taking 5 to 6 threes a game. Doesn't going to take him long at all to get to 9.5. I'm going to take that 9.5. I think that's an over exaggeration. So He's not in foul trouble. He's missed his first shot from 3, but he had a great game 1. He's had a couple good games there, and most of that's been fueled by him. His attempts at 3 have gone up exponentially. So he's still going to have some 3-point attempts here. To tell him to get 10 points, I'm perfectly fine with. Karl Towns is just loading the fouls on whoever tries to guard him down low, which is really what you should be doing. The NBA is one of the worst low post passing guys. Like the art of how to low post pass has basically passed most of the guys by. They like have no clue whatsoever how to pass to a guy in the post. So many places with size advantage. You saw with Rudy Gobert, they finally did it in the fourth quarter and said, hey, why don't we actually just throw the ball high to the guy and put him down on the low block? And then he turned, he pivoted, and dunked it. They could do that almost every single time because the Warriors don't have a guy who could jump and get the ball from when Gobert holds that at its height. So the one thing, though, you look at Gobert, for all his size, I think he has some of the weakest hands in the league because guys tend to tip the ball away from him all the time. He doesn't squeeze the pumpkin. Great pass by Towns. And we got a block by Luke Cornett. It's got wide open Derek White in the corner. And we're going to get a foul on Towns. Now, if someone would ever look at Towns and say, we appreciate the hustle, but you have some of the dumbest fouls every game. And you get yourself in foul trouble on fouls you had no issue even doing. Yes, D, the Warriors won 1 game. I will tell you, Minnesota, who, by the way, everyone's like, oh, look at the Warriors defense. They held them to 31 in the first half. Second half was 60. So expect more of that going forward. The rust is off. They'll be fine. Good dish there by Derek White to Luke Cornett. 5-point game, though, but they definitely have. The Knicks have come through. Hart with another basket. That's good for us. That's 5 points. Are we betting game 2? We'll bet game 2 all you want. You're going to want like your 11, 14 points that you're going to get. But I'm just telling you the Wolves are going to win game 2. I still think the Wolves are going to end up 2-1 by the end of game 3. So I think there's some things they figured out in the fourth quarter of that game. I don't think they're going to shoot 0 for 17 from 3 again in the first half. So, yeah, they are. I think they're going to be much, much better, and you'll see this in game 2. Chris Finch also talked about I liked when he told his assistant coach, and he talked about my assistant coach was telling me that I've got to be on the refs more. So he's going to be on the refs more. I wonder what he's going to be on the refs more. I wonder if it's because the Warriors are an illegal defense 65% of the game. So if you stop the Warriors playing illegal defense, all of a sudden you can get to the hole. And there's no guy sitting in there. So good move here by Jaylen Brown. Nice finish here. Celtics up 7 minutes ago. Hart's got 5, so he's halfway to what we need. Towns has got 6 rebounds, so he's more than halfway to what we need. Mitchell Robinson's the only one to score off the bench. Anunoby's got 0 points, but he has kept himself out of foul trouble. It's big. Brunson's only got 2 points. That's the one thing if you look at the Celtics and say, okay, we're up 7, but Brunson has 2 points. Tatum only has 2 points, but he's got 8 rebounds. His 9.5, we should cash that pretty early. Derek White's got 8 and 4, so that's very nice. Hart's got Holiday's got 5, 1, and 2. White's hit 2 threes already. Pritchard's hit 1. Pritchard's 1 of 5 though to start the game. He has hit 2 shots that didn't count though. So his confidence still should be sky high. We got a power play here for the Leafs. We got some Mexican soccer later. Monterrey versus Toluca and Pachuca versus America. Gerardo, you want anything on those games? Goal, Leafs were tied 1-1. Leafs tie up the game. All right. Boy, Bobrovsky just has not looked great so far in this round. I really thought Florida was going to really put it through, but Pacioretty is your goal scorer with Morgan Riley as your one assist, and it's 1-1, and we got less than 2 minutes going into the end of the first. All right. So looking at some opportunities that we can look at. We talked about OG Anunoby. Oh, did I put that up yet? I think I did. I put knees. So Hart's at 12.5. Tatum's at 21.5. Brunson's at 19.5. Now jumped to 20.5. I just had to look at it, and the line jumped. What could we do? With nobody on the floor in the third quarter, if you'd like me to join me, you can probably still get Florida -1 around plus 115. I'm on Florida on the money line. I have them with the Stars, but let me see what I can find there. I think I got to make up the -1, 2, or go to DraftKings. Let me see what I have in my DraftKings. But I do like Florida to win the game. I am agreeing you with that. Let me see what I can find this. All right. Alternate puck line. Nope, can't get the -1. So I'd have to create the -1, it looks like. Or what? If I just bet Florida to win in regulation, that wouldn't be -1. That would just be. Yeah. Where'd you get the -1 at? Did you have to create it, or did you just bet it straight? I guess it would be the 60-minute line the same, because I guess the only difference is because you're probably going to lose either way. You could push if you win in overtime. I guess that would be the one advantage. Caesars has it. Okay. All right. Something just happened. All the lines went away. All right. And we're suspended again. All right. Now we're not. All right. I got a courtesy bet. All right. I'm on your -1. Yeah, I know it's not the same as regulation because you can win, and that's why I was just trying to see if it wasn't there versus trying to make it. So. All right. Boston's up 9. Phillies score early. Kansas City's up here versus Kansas City. Runner on first, start the first inning. Miguel Garcia continues his horrid pace that he's having. All right. Let's see what Charlie Morton can do. He does strike out Brian Buxton, though. For all his badness, the one thing he has been doing is getting 3 to 4 strikeouts, which is kind of shocking. His last game where he started, he got 2, he got 3, 2, 2. Okay, and then he got 4. Okay. Trevor Larinack, he looks like he's going to walk. Now he's pitching right down the middle of the plate. Wonder what's going to happen. So Tatum is 1 of 7, and the Celtics are up 10. Brunson gets his shot blocked again. Looking for the foul. Derek White gets it, and he pulls up for a 3, and he misses. Steal by Tatum. Another offensive rebound. Gets to Holiday. Holiday kicks it for Brown because the Celtics only like the 3. Finally hit a 3. strikes him out. So right now, Charlie Morton comes out and he may strike out the Twins to start the first. OG for 3, and he hits it. That's what we said. Let's get this 10 points. OG for 3. That's our first 3 for OG. We like that. Let's go. Get your 10 points by 3 threes. Give us the plus money on the over 2.5 threes. Come on. And 1 by Jaylen Brown. Nice answer. We've got some scoring finally happening in this game. Jaylen Brown starting to come together, trying to carry this Boston team. He's got 15 points in the first half. Tatum's got 2 and 9. Brown's got 16 and 6. Wonder why one made the MVP and the other didn't. I do like Jaylen Brown. He tends to drive more at the time when they need them to do. So White's got 4 rebounds and 2 assists. So he's 4 away from getting his rebounds assist. Holiday's got 1 and 3. So he's 4 away from getting his rebounds assist. I told you both numbers were too low. It is interesting to see that KP did not come back in. So, but I mean, if you're up 10, why do you really want to risk giving a long number of minutes to KP? There's no reason. All right, Tatum finally decides to drive, and he ends up kicking out to Brown for a long 3 who airballs it. All right, so they are 4 of 19. So for the layman's people in there, that's a little bit under 20%. So I will look at the exact number. It's 21.1%. So if the Knicks actually could score, you'd be a little bit worried. But again, if it's 10 at the fourth quarter, it's just called hanging around. That's all you need to do. Why do I have Santander hanging up here? I don't know why it's just hanging there. No, it's not the same as regulation. All right, so we're through 1 in Florida and Toronto. That is even. I was going to look at the Flamingo line. Oh, that's at 8:30. Okay. Secha Coraba versus Flamingo RG from Brazil. It's 2-1 Central Quarter. I might actually take them again. What number can we get them? Gee, what's your take on the Flamengo? I kind of think over 2.5 is what I'm looking at. I like that over 2.5. Yeah. Knicks trying to outscore the Wolves here. They've got 30 points, but they do have 3 more minutes. We're going to kick out to OG again. He's going to step back. No, doesn't take the 3. Josh Hart takes the 2-point shot, which is okay to take. Another rebound by Cornette. Man, he's owning the glass. Kick out, Derek White. There's 3. Number 3. There we go, Derek. Let's go. 1 more 3 for that to count. Actually, he's hit his 4th. Whoops, we missed that. So we got the 4 threes from Derek White. He's got 14 points. We need 2 more points to cash. So Cornette's got 7 rebounds. Does any book actually going to give us Cornette rebounds? They're up 16. Look like they're going to kind of go away with this. Knicks don't have the same energy they had in game 1. All right, got to remember, I say that, but it was a 20-point game in the third quarter of the last time they played. Kornet's rebounds is 10.5. Kind of interesting number there. You're asking me, can he get 4 rebounds? And if he gets any additional time, because this game's a blowout, you're getting plus money on that. I'm going to put a quarter on that. I'm going to put a quarter. So 25 to win 29. I just don't think it should be plus money. I think it should be 5 or 6 higher. Tatum's got 9 rebounds. Towns has got 8 rebounds. Both of those are looking very nice and sweet for us. Derek White's got 4 rebounds already. So, rebound market in these games has definitely been the way to counteract. We talked about Mikal Bridges' 4 rebounds. He already got them in the first half. Oh, so that's always good to cash some things early. Let me look at this Cordoba line I can get on Flamengo. All right, so Flamengo, who got beat 2-1 in the first stage of Copa Libertadores. The over 2.5 is plus 110. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I'll take that for a quarter. I'm going to take the over 1.5 as well, but I'm going to parlay that with something with the OKC game. Got a lot already on this OKC game. I love the total. I love the 230 total. I love Russell Westbrook. I like Jokic in this game. I don't think there's anybody that can match up first for him. I think OKC's in trouble in that version. They cannot go to the end of the game and just miss shots constantly because Jokic is going to go down and score if they need a basket at the end of the game. So I'm going to take Westbrook 10 points, and I'll take Flamengo over 1.5. I can get minus 102 with that as well. I took another quarter on that to hedge for my 2.5. I think we see 3 or 4 goals, so feel pretty good about that. So, all right, so we're up 16 on the Celtics games. Update the baseball lines that we have. Red Sox score. They tie it up 2-2. Padres and Yankees are still 0-0. Orioles are up for the second time. So far, not doing well. 2 outs in the top of the second. White Sox and Royals are knotted up 0-0. Tommy's, what's up, fellas? I threw the Tigers money line. Okay. And St. Dennis and Belil Muhammad plus 170. All right. All right, Tommy. Last week's MMA was really kind of an easy card. So won some money last week. So anytime I can win that in MMA, I'm very pleased. Look who it is.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Mel says she couldn't go on if you were not on here. So
come on. What the hell else is she doing tonight?
She wants you to take Florida -1 and join her.
Okay.
You have to go to Caesars, though.
Why?
That's the only place I found the -1.
I think you can get DraftKings and Rivers, but maybe not. By the way, can we just give a shout out to Foxy here for a second? Yeah, I talked to him about this today. The dude, first of all, the NBA futures have been crushing, but the dude was in a freaking funk in that first round, and the coin flipped, and he's absolutely murdering things. I mean, the Derek White's about to cash already. So if you, my unit size is no longer going to be half and quarter units on your bet. We're back. Like I said, I have the most faith in all of our cappers. That means every single one of them. Keg, Coop, Maddie, Foxy, and he's back, man. I'm excited. I'm excited that you're back, and I'm looking forward to you going on a big run now. This will be great. Let's go.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't give out of the sheet, which we talked about pre-flop that are all hitting as well that I'm on personally. So, yeah, so far this game is looking pretty nice. Well, I'm on Towns 10.5. I gave Tatum 9.5. Derek White, we gave at 9.5 for his rebounds assist. Holiday, we gave it 7.5. Both of those look really good. Pritchard with 10 points doesn't look as bad, but he did hit 1-3, which was nice to see. Josh Hart, we're waiting for 11.5 points. He's got 9. That is on the sheet. We took OG Anunoby live to get 10 points. He's got 5. So Bridges, 4 rebounds, is already cashed. So, yeah, it's been a very good. I'm liking these matchups a lot more than the previous one.
Well,
so.
and yeah, because listen, think about the volatility of the first round. We had 50-point blowouts. Okay, they were just.
Well, here,
how do you win bets when the team's down 30 in the first half and guys are sitting in the second half? You just can't.
And here we've had 20-point blowouts. They had just ended up to be 1-point wins for the other team.
What do you think?
The Knicks won as a 20-point dog. The Indiana Pacers won as a 20-point dog. The Denver Nuggets won as a 20-point dog.
That was awesome.
I mean, I knew you were going to be really excited about that, but yeah, they can't continue that phrase to say, hey, we're just going to go down 20 and then we'll see if we come back. So
I mean, that's the NBA playoffs, dude. Like at this point,
it's a team that survives around jump shots. Jump shots eventually go bad. And if they go bad at the end of a game, OKC was shooting nothing but jump shots.
Yeah.
If they weren't getting fouled, they had no other way to score. So, I mean, you had guys that really have their, and again, we talked about it before. End of the game, there's no one to guard Jokic. If Jokic wants to score, there's no one on their team unless they want to start playing Jay Will early, and not to say that he can stop him, but he at least has some girth. And him and Hardenstein at least gives you 2 girths versus having a twig and a guy with girth.
Yeah, but I'll also say this, that like Jokic has been in foul trouble in the last couple of games that he's played.
Yes.
Very interesting. Very interesting that he's been in foul trouble because we haven't seen that very much this season.
No, but I love his rebounds. I don't. If he wants to go after the rebound, he's going to have 19 to 20 every single game. There's just no one who's going to stop them. But they've moved it to 13.5. I took it in a different way with Champions League and took everything down to 12.
All right, tell me what you're talking about because I have no idea what you're talking about now.
Jokic's rebounds.
Okay.
It's 13.5. Personally, okay. I've taken the 13.5.
Okay.
I've also taken in parlays with soccer that already happened today in Champions League a variety of both teams score over 1.5.
Okay.
5 or 6 guys to get a shot on goal. They all did. So I'm loaded in at 12 too. So, but I'm loaded in at 12 for like 3 units.
So 12 rebounds. And then what would I parlay that with? And then I got to bet. I got to run past you. I already bet it, but I want to run it past you too. But at this point, what would I pair the rebounds with? What do you have? 22 rebounds the other night?
Yeah.
That's surprising because they've got like Chet's in there, but he's just Jokic is just too good.
Well, Jokic is too good. There's a couple things that come into play if you look at it. One, what was 100% clear is obviously this is going to be the dumbest statement I've ever made, but because everyone can say, well, that is the goal of any game. Their goal is to outscore them. It is not to play better defense than them and knock them down. Their goal is to push and run, which means Porter. Well, let's not even talk about Porter. Watson, Westbrook, all those other guys are taking off and running. Reason why, because they know Jokic is going to get the rebound. You watch it. They're shooting outside shots. If OKC is not hitting their threes, that leads to long rebounds or tall rebounds. And Jokic just basically eats them up and the guys are running. And that's their whole goal. That is their entire philosophy, is to get it and run and try to not go up against OKC's set defense. It's a similar thing that Memphis did and had success with. You see Denver basically trying to do. They're not trying to slow it up and play a half-court game. They're literally just trying to push it and go. So with that leads to a lot of rebounds. That's a lot of pace. That's a lot of extra shots because OKC has no issue taking a quick 3. And they took a bunch of quick 3s, which leads to a lot of rebounds. And you look at the guys who had rebounds. I mean, you had Braun, who had 11 rebounds in that game. Westbrook had 6 or 7 rebounds in the game. Gordon had 5 or 6. Murray had over 6. Every single guy, while I was betting live, rebounds because they were there. We took Jokic all the way to 23.5 live. Me and Matt Pretzel did. So
Matt Pretzel.
Well, it's Pretzel Cards, but
I know I like Matt Pretzel. Call him Matt Pretzel. It's a great name.
He's in my DM talking in the NBA chat every night. So it's a conversation that goes through.
Here's what I'm doing, buddy. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going Jokic 12 rebounds, Russell Westbrook 10 points at plus 112. You okay with that?
Yeah. I gave Russell Westbrook 10 points and something else earlier tonight that we give. Yes. I love the Russell Westbrook play. I think you're already seeing it. Porter played 24 minutes. He's not going to play anymore. He's basically playing regular season minutes and not playing anymore in the fourth. They don't trust him.
Well, I think he's hurt too. Yeah, he's always hurt, but I think he's hurt still.
I don't think he's hurt. I think they've come to this realization is
he's banged up.
He doesn't play with energy. He doesn't play with fire. He's not hitting his shot consistently. He doesn't move great laterally versus a team that likes to hit outside shots and run around. And I think they've seen him in both games. I am shocked that it's been Westbrook and not Peyton Watson. I'm surprised that Peyton Watson just hasn't even started and just took his minutes and he just plays off the bench. But that's either here nor there because I think Peyton Watson is better defensively. He can get you block shots. He can get you steals. He's not as good as a shooter as Porter, but he also costs about $33 million less.
All right. So my biggest bet of the night now is going to be Jokic 12 rebounds, 10 points for Westbrook plus what I get it at? What I say 122, 112.
Biggest bet tonight? Okay.
What's that? Yeah, that'll be my biggest bet tonight. It'll be a unit and a half. I usually don't do that, but I mean you're on fire, dude. I'm not backing down. Now here's the other thing I did. And you've been talking about this prop all year since we've been doing this show. And then I'm going a little different direction tonight. So we love the Jokic at 2+ steals. 2 steals all season long, right?
Yep.
All season. And tonight he's at basically even money for 2. Well, I took his blocks and rebounds at over 2.5 because what I'm noticing is now he's getting his blocks. Like he's stepped up his defensive game. People complain about his defense, and I understand, although he was second in the league in steals. Okay. What do you think? And be blatantly honest with me. What do you think about going for the 3 blocks and 3 blocks and steals as opposed to just the 2 steals?
Well, so really, when you look at this game, and I kind of posted this, and somebody posted the smart ass comment afterwards, but I was like, it's something to notice. You had 19 steals or blocks by OKC in the first game. That's the number that you really shook. Denver had some numbers, but the real team to look for really on that was OKC. If you want to play the block steal market, I mean, I have no problem if you want to play with Jokic. It's there. He's going to be on the floor. He quietly got enough blocks, but Chet, I told you, versus Denver, he's going to get blocks. He tends to block Jokic just out of there. He had 4 blocks the first game.
So did you give out a blocks bet in this game?
I haven't even looked at that yet.
So here, Chet's blocks tonight.
Yes. So Jokic had 2 blocks and 1 steal. So if
2.5 blocks for Chet plus 14.
Correct. Yeah. So he had 4 the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of the plays I was going to take. My only worry is he doesn't see the court as much, strictly because they're trying to not putting him up against Jokic. But the fact that he gets so many blocks is the reason I think he stays in there. So
you know what the other interesting thing is that they went back to sitting Jokic his normal minutes. So games, what was it? 5, 6, 7. Really, that whole first series, it seemed like the starters were playing 42 minutes a game. And Jokic actually they sat him on the bench for his normal, maybe he played a couple minutes longer, but I just think if they're playing this dude 45 minutes a game, he's just going to be gassed by the end of the series. It's going to be bad. So he's not on the floor quite as much, but I still think he's going to have comparable production just because he's so great, Foxy. Simple as that. Just because he's so great. Oh, yeah.
I mean, he has definitely been and that's their thing. They're just going to have to keep it close and then try to go at the end of the game. I mean, that's going to be their only way they kind of win there. But I am taking the Chet over 2.5 blocks. I'm going to take that for a half unit.
Okay, let me tell you the best number. Best number is going to be at FanDuel plus 114. And that is something I will tell you on then, because I mean, plus money for 3 blocks for Chet.
Yep.
Why not?
Coming off a big game. That the other thing, I mean, it's already noticeably that Alex Caruso is basically the Josh Hart right now of OKC. He's going to be on the floor a lot more than he has been in any other games. Right. He's going to be on there. They keep giving you a points prop under 10 points. I'm going to take it every time. He's not going to make 5 threes, but he's going to take more shots than he has in the previous. So if you want to take a couple different things I like on Alex Caruso. So let's talk the steal market. So he's a defensive player, tremendous steals. 3, 4, 2, and 5 is his last 4 games. He's on the court more. His number's set at 2, which, okay, that explains it, but I'll take that with some kind of parlay. But 3 is 174. He had 5. That's probably something I'm going to nibble a little bit on.
Is that going to happen again is the question. Just because he had it last game, why? Tell me why that's going to happen again.
Because he's tremendous at what he does, and if his minutes increase, that's what led to it. And you play with pace, you also lead to more turnovers. Because you're trying to run up and down, you're making quicker decisions, you're trying to take quicker passes. That's what leads to the turnovers. He had 5 and he had 6. So let's look at the assist market. He's on the floor more. He's seeing more minutes. His number for assists is set at 4. Last 2 games with having multiple more minutes, 5 and 6. His points mark set at 8.5. That's a joke. We're already taking the 8.5. But you say he's going to have an upgraded points, going to upgrade an assist. I'm going to take the points and assist at 11.5. See if you can find me a better number there.
You want points and assists 11.5. Okay.
Yep.
Points and assists. Nah, 11.5. The best juice is at Rivers at DraftKings minus 120.
Okay. I'll take that.
So points and assists. Do I need to I'll throw these in the chat in a minute, but
I've got it right here.
Okay. So Caruso points and assists over 11.5 at minus 20 at DraftKings. You're paying minus 30 at FanDuel. So there is a significant difference. I mean, it's 10 cents. Yep. It's not nothing.
Yep. Agreed.
So, all right. Points and assists, Caruso. I hate that they don't give you that freaking. Oh, here we go. We get the over. Bet the over under. Do not bet the bands for points and assists. Just don't do it. That's silly. Because if you get, let's see, you have to pay 5 more cents. It's minus 25 for 12 plus, but his over under of 11.5 is minus 20. So do what you're going to do with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason that people are asking me why you taking this, I'm taking this because he's on the floor more. And as long as he's on the floor more, it's going to lead to greater chances for this to happen. And he's going to be on the floor more because they want him to try to stop Murray. So that is kind of his look. And we talked about the Jokic rebounds. We like Jokic 13.5. 1 second. I've got a text that I need.
By the way, if you're playing DFS tonight, I'm just not playing the Colorado-Detroit game. Just it's nasty out here, man. It's really nasty. Gross. So just a DFS heads up. If you guys are playing any of those games tonight, they might get the game in, but it's disgusting weather here. It's really gross.
Yeah, they got rained out last game too for Dolander. I mean, they're not.
Last night was a freaking monsoon here. We got it doesn't stop raining, dude. It just doesn't stop raining. And that's good. We need it, and it's going to get hot later in the week, but these last 3 days have been just disgusting. Tomorrow's going to be perfect. 70, sunny. Tonight, disgusting.
Okay. And we'll go more in the OKC game a little bit later. We've got the second half here. I want to take a look at some numbers here. in this game here before I move on to that.
But they say 0.05 inches of rain. So if that's the case, maybe they do try and squeeze it in. Oh, shit. I don't know what to do. Foxy. What am I going to do?
Yeah, that's all right.
What am I going to do? Baltimore's taking a 1-0 lead over Minnesota. Everybody and their mom at Nuke the House is on the Twins again tonight. We cleaned up last night on them, and hopefully they'll start going. Holden, did you enjoy the money I made you last night on the Oilers? Yeah, it was a quarter unit, but thank you, Mel. Love it. Love it. Yeah. I did not see, I didn't get on the money line at 2-1. Today you gave Florida -1. That game's well underway, isn't it?
It's 2-1. I told you that was the one you had to get on as soon as you got on. But
2-1 Florida.
Yep.
Yeah. And then, 100%. 2-1 Florida right now. So if the Maple Leafs tie it up, we'll get in on that. But again, a lot of baseball tonight. We're watching the Celtics. Any live targets here in the Celtics game too? Because listen, I had my phone off. There was no way I was going to be able to talk to anybody for the last hour and a half. So you actually need to catch me up on the freaking game at this point and whether or not there's any targets that we want to have, because we don't have a blowout tonight, right? I mean, I saw that the lead got pushed out, but it's a 50-41 lead at halftime. And Brunson has apparently not done anything, 7 points, and Tatum's got 2 points. And I wonder if those are two guys we could target here, or is this going to go? Tatum's got his 9 rebounds again in his first half. That's a bet you keep going back to. That's a bet that we probably should hit for the rest of the series, depending on the number. But what do you think of Tatum and Brunson going forward? Brunson has 7. Tatum has 2.
Yeah, Brunson's got 21.5. If this drops, I mean, this was live under 12, 18. So let's look at it this way. If you want to tackle Brunson, the way to tackle him right now, I think, would be the third quarter.
Okay.
Because essentially you get the Brunson to score 8 points in the third quarter, be plus 104. So if he's got 7 points, he's 13 points away.
Points?
Well, that's what you'd probably have to take if you think he's going to get 21.5. So at 21.5, he's 15.
He's also a closer though, and he could end up getting those points in the fourth.
Correct. I mean, he could get those points in a fourth. I agree. I definitely do agree. He could get those points in a fourth. I think the guy that I'm probably going to target here for the third is I'm going to take a flyer on Derek White. Continues to be the cog that really is stirring the drink here for the Celtics. Had a great first half. I think he continues. I like him at plus 188.
All right, let everybody know where you can find those quarter bets, though.
So in FanDuel, under featured, you'll see live player quarter props, and you'll see the third quarter. I mean, there's a couple things to take a small tokens that are kind of interesting to me. Josh Hart to get 6 points plus 390. Anunoby to get 6 points plus 182. Karl Anthony Towns, who's having a very good game, to get 6 points is plus 114. Actually, I'm gonna hit that.
So Karl Anthony Towns to get 6 in the third.
Yeah, I'll hit that for a half unit.
Okay, I'll throw it in the chat then. Now, what about our guy White then?
I already hit White. White's plus 188. I hit that first one. Yep.
And that is still 188 at FanDuel. So you got to go to live quarter props.
Yep. If you think he's going to take 2 to 3 threes, he may get a layup. That's prime layer theirs. I mean, I'm sure they're going to try to let Tatum kind of get going here. If you want to take your shot at Tatum and you believe Tatum's going to get going, then take your shot at the 8 points. 8 points is plus 140. It's a pretty small number for him to get. If he's going to try to facilitate here and kind of force him away to see if he can at least find his shot. So if it gets close to the end, he has some chance to score.
Who was the other one? Towns?
I took it 6 points. That's the only official play. I personally took a shot on White, and I took a shot on Tatum.
Oh, I put White in the chat.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
All right, where we get the cat number at?
114.
Okay.
I will say I'm only taking this for half units.
Both of them for half units.
Yeah, I'll put that in there. Yeah, I can't.
Okay, it's in there. I got it. We're all good.
All right. Yep. So I like that from that respect. I like White getting 3 more rebounds. Been really, really ferocious off the glass. I expect that to continue. We talked about that a little bit in the second quarter at plus 114. It's still not too bad. It's right at even for that. And I took a small play on Luke Cornett to get 10.5 rebounds. I don't think we see that much of KP. I really don't. I think he's going to have really small minutes tonight. Maybe we see him in the fourth quarter if this becomes more of a close game, but I think we'll see him for 2 or 3 minutes at the end of the second, maybe a minute or 2 in the fourth, and that's probably it.
Just a quick update again. A lot of the members are watching the show. If you tailed the Twins play today, did you have a Twins play too? Maddie had -1. Buxton just hit a 3-run home run. We're up 3-1. That game's
yes.
Did you bet Buxton home run?
We gave Buxton as a home run.
When?
We gave it in the play. I said we were taking it in for
man.
Yep. That was the play. I sat there and said, okay, Charlie Morton's issue, what he does is he gives up long balls. Who had the most home runs? The most home runs on the team was Brandon Buxton. So we bet Brandon Buxton to have home runs. So
Byron Buxton, what was that at? Like 4-1, 3-1?
380.
380, right in between there. Good. I'm glad you hit that. I really am.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, there it also helps our Twins team total. We need 1 more than what we gave out, so that should be good. Yep.
All right, second half underway in Boston, where the Celtics lead the Knicks 50-41. Tatum just missed a gimme, and we'll see if Pat can get us some points here. That's what we need. And listen, Brunson just wants to score his ass off. That's all he wants to do. But wow, is White out there to start? Yeah, he's got the ball. Beautiful. Come on, give it to White. We need a lot of shots from Derek White. Celtics are sloppy, man. What is the line on this game? You think the Knicks can at least cover? Let's see here. It's a 12-point. They just hit a 3. Okay. So it's 12.5 is the spread. Are the Celtics really winning this game by 13 or more? You tell me. I mean, like I said, I just got here, so I'm not watching. I haven't been watching the game. Or do you just not have an opinion on it, Foxy? 12.5 is the spread right now. Okay. Foxy's doing something else. Like button would be great. For those of you that have not checked us out for a free week, why don't you do so? It's great. It's free. I mean, it's not going to cost you anything. Sign up, nukethehouse.com. Sign up for any plan. We won't charge you at the end of the plan unless you want to be charged. You get 1 free week with the code Nuke the House. Weekly, we're usually $19.99, so you're getting $20 for free for a free week. If you sign up and you like us after that, $59.99 a month. The code is Nuke the House. We send you real-time in-game betting notifications. Anytime Foxy makes a bet tonight, anytime Maddie makes a bet tonight. I think those are our 2 guys that are on tonight. Keg's busy. Coop's got his stuff going on. DB Gnarly's in the house. What is up? We send it to you live. We send our pre-flop bets. So the bets that Foxy just gave out, we put in the chat. You should have gotten them to your phone. If you missed them, make sure you check it out.
Yep. So, all right. So, I mean, about the 12.5. I mean, I have a bunch of parlays closing with the Celtics. I kind of feel like they are also pissed from the last game.
Yeah.
And it won't shock me if they blow this game open to 25 points.
Okay. Well, Cat scored, and Tatum now has 5 points in less than 2 minutes. So, yeah, maybe that number
I told you he's going to try to will himself here to get some points here, and they want him to be able to at least see the basket. We also have Derek White missing a 3. Josh Hart
9 now.
I think that cashes Josh Hart. Yeah, Josh Hart's got 13, so he cashes for the second straight game in a row. So we'll take that. Tatum did get his 10 rebounds, so if you were on that from our plays that we talked about over there.
His live number's 20.5. Like 14
because they think he's going to get 8 or 10 in this quarter. So when you see something like that where it's going through, and we had a similar thing with Ant last night. So he's at 7. You said he's at 5. Say he scores 5 more. That's going to be 12.
Mm-hmm.
An 8-point quarter for him to the fourth is not unrealistic.
Tatum's just like, screw this, man. I'm taking, there he goes again. He missed that shot, but his usage is just off the chart right now in the first 3 minutes of the second half.
Holiday with the steal.
He just wants to take over, man. And it's simple as that. So what's Cat got? 4 for us?
I'll look right now.
4 for us in the quarter, I feel like.
Yeah. So
He's
Buxton.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Buxton was plus 350. So we hit that. We hit the Sounds 10.5. So that was good.
Good. And we need the Twins. We got the Twins tied to a lot tonight.
Tatum's got 5. Cat's got 4. White's got 0.
All right. Cat's got 4. That's big because we got him at 6 in the quarter. So you hit one of the 2 bets, you make out because we bet them both at plus money, which I like a lot.
Hunter Green got hurt tonight. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, he left the game. 3 guys have gotten hurt for the Reds tonight, by the way.
Serious?
Marte left.
Wait, stop. We're going to stop the presses. It is 2-2. So if you're going to tail Mel, now's your chance to tail Mel.
Toronto game.
Yes.
We're taking Florida.
Yeah. I just take him on the money line now.
All right, let me find everything's locked right now on FanDuel. Let's go look at
Florida's on a power play too.
Florida minus 140 though, because they're on the power play.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay that. I hate that.
Bobrovsky just can't keep them in the game. He can't keep the lead.
I mean, this might be another thing where we just
wait till the end. Just wait till the end of the power play's over.
Okay. It's still 140.
I'll give it a second.
And you know what? Then I could just do Jokic 10 rebounds and minus 140.
Yeah. You can do that. Yep.
Just to get it closer to you, because that's probably going to give me what, a 110 price. If I'm lucky. I don't know. That might not even get me to 110. Let's see. Because his 10 rebounds is minus 1,000. It gets me to minus 114. What about 11 rebounds? 11 rebounds gets me to plus money.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right. That's it.
I think he's going to have, again, 13, 14 rebounds.
Okay. Well, good.
All right. Mel says -1. Don't be a pussy. But you're
don't be a pussy. -1.
I'm adding the extra added things. It was implied in the.
I mean, she should have said, "Don't be a pussy," though.
It was 100% implied, but not really written.
Mel can talk to me that way. I don't give a shit. So talk some shit, Mel. I don't care. All right, so we'll throw another down on Florida -1. If I can get alternate puck line. No, that DraftKings doesn't give in-game -1s.
No, couldn't find any.
So maybe Rivers?
You'd have to go to Caesar.
Probably go to Rivers. Oh, Caesar's dead for me now.
I don't have anything at Caesar, so I couldn't do anything there.
Let's see your game regulation. I'm trying to find a -1 here. It's not an easy thing to find. Regular time, Panthers plus 121. Isn't that basically a -1?
No, we talked about
no, because you can lose. You can lose in
regulation. Yeah, you can lose in regulation.
Okay, I found it. Panthers -1 is plus 180.
All right. So there you go. Take the -1.
And with the boost, because it's only a $20 bet, it's plus 225.
Yeah, and you get Mel off your back. So that's
Let's go, Mel. All right, Mel. I'm in, Dudette. I'm in. She got me on the Panthers. So the Edmonton's in the past. The Panthers is in the future and the present.
Toronto has somehow scored 3 goals on the same shot. No, I'm joking.
Let me update the baseball board real quick. Buxton 3-run home run. Twins lead the Orioles 3-1. Hunter Green is out with an apparent injury, but Cincinnati does lead Atlanta 4-0 in the 5th. 6-0 Philly over Tampa Bay. Wow, Shane Baz got rocked tonight, huh? How about that? Harper has a double. Turner hit his 2nd home run of the year. That's kind of crazy to me that Baz is getting beaten up so bad. The Padres have a 1-0 lead on the Yankees, and Dylan Cease, who has struggled so much this year, 4 2/3 shutout innings, 5 Ks, a couple walks. Max Fried's given up just a run over 5 innings and 5 Ks. that's been a fun series last night. I think the Padres were up, and then the Yankees came back and just blew them out. And then the only other game that's in progress, 3-2 Texas over Boston. Don't look now, but the Red Sox are a game under 500. They're 18-19, and Texas is 18-18. So things are changing.
That's why I said those are two teams I really didn't want to touch. I don't trust.
No. But Seager's back too, and that's big for the Rangers.
Mel would like to know where you got your plus 180.
It was at Rivers, and it is now 55.
So did you tell me on the Derek White rebounds or no?
Tonight?
Yeah, that we talked about. You said, what else do you like? I said the Derek White rebounds.
No, I didn't get it. I didn't get that home. I didn't get it in.
All right. Got it. All right.
Of course. Of course.
He's got 2 in the quarter.
Yeah. Well, I got the points, so I need him to score the points. Doesn't look like he's scoring right now. But again, if Towns can get us 2 more points, then it's 2+ money bets. You hit 1 or 2, you squeak out a profit.
Yep. He's taking shots. Just not
taking shots. He's got 18. Let me make sure he's got 4 here in the quarter, because that's kind of important. Cat makes a 2-point turnaround. Cat makes a fadeaway for 2 points. Okay, he's got 4.
Yep,
and Brunson just hit free throws.
Well, he attempted free throws.
He hit 1, didn't he?
Oh, did that go in?
Yeah, he hit the second one.
Oh, he hit the second one.
Oh, Mike Frabel in the house tonight too. Where the hell it's now 155 at Bet Rivers. Was the Panthers -1, and then I had the profit boost that took it up to like 225, just a $20 bet. I think Mel's like a $100 better for hockey. You took the -1 regulation. It's a different bet.
All right. Well, you're really proving it. All right. Thanks, Jordan.
Regular time. Panthers -1. Oh, well, I guess I'm riding that out.
Yep.
Or I cash it out for even money.
I'm taking OG. It's going to be.
What do you think, Jordan and Mel? Do I cash out for even money, or do I just ride it? Panthers -1 in regular time. Yeah.
Jordan's pretty good at hockey too. So.
Okay. Jordan, should I cash out? I mean, it's basically just a no bet at this point.
Oh, what
do you think?
Nice dunk by OG, but they're going to call him for an offensive foul.
That was an offensive foul.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, White scored.
Yeah, he just scored 2-point floater.
That's nice. Let's go.
It's nice because that's the 15.5.
What do you think of Utah's Mountain Mammoth? The Utah Mountain Mammoth.
Well, let's face the facts. The people got to choose what they wanted.
Yeah.
And the people chose what the best name was.
It is the best name.
The best name was Yeti.
Now, the best name is the Mountain Mammoth, man.
No, that was the name. The Yeti won. And then the Yeti Cooler Company came and said, we have a trademark on that. You're not allowed to use it.
That could have made them so much money. Wouldn't it have? People be like, oh, Yetis. Why didn't they call them the Yetis then? They might have had that too.
Correct. And then Tatum just scored again.
I like the Mountain Mammoth. I'm a Mountain Mammoth.
It's a nice name. I'm not going to deny it's a nice name, but it's, I mean, no one's going to remember the mountain. It's just going to be the
best. You know what? And they could still have like a Yeti as one of their mascots. Cash out. Playoff OTs happen too often. All right. I cashed out for
Jaylen Brown,
1833. All right, cashed out. It's cashed out. All right, I'm still on Mel's bet with the Panthers though. So there you go, Mel.
Yeah. So they're now up 14. Karl Anthony Towns just got ranked for the offensive foul. So Towns does what Towns does best, which is pick up stupid fouls that for no other reason gets himself in foul trouble.
Please don't get taken out of the game.
Well, he kind of threw Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown really looked like he just got shot out of a cannon by somebody. But yeah,
Derek White. There we go. We got 4 from White.
Let's go.
2 more we need from White. 2 more we need from Towns. Towns is coming out though. I think Towns' ass is going to have to sit now. Dumbass. It's only his 3rd foul though, so he's not really in trouble. Late in the 3rd.
Yeah, but he'll pick up his 4th.
It'll be no doubt about it. He scores 2 points before he picks up his 4th. That's all we want.
Oh, great rebound there by Pritchard. And Luke Cornett gets in the scoring column.
Yeah, would have been nice. Yeah.
And now's the timeout. This is the timeout you're worrying about guys coming off.
Yeah, 18 points, man. It's just an ass whooping at this point.
Well, again, it was 20 points in the third quarter last time.
I know, but there's no way the Celtics are letting that happen again.
Not back to back in. And they will. I'm sure they're 100% told that if you notice, they're making this lead in the third 2 point, 2 point, 2 point, 2 point, 2 point. These are not threes. These are, hey, we're just going to go take this a hole and end this game. Yeah.
All right. We need 2 points from White and Towns. Just let's get one of them home at this point. I'll be happy. Let's just get one of them home.
Yeah, Flamingo's getting ready to start. We're on the over 2.5 in that game at plus 110.
What's Flamingo? Soccer?
Copa Libertadores.
And I'm supposed to bet what?
Flamingo.
Flamingo over or just Flamingo?
Flamingo over 2.5 goals.
The team total.
No.
The game.
Total goals for the game. I think Central Cordoba is going to win this game.
Flamingo RG.
Correct.
And the total is 2.5 minus. Oh, that's Saturday. 2.5 plus 112.
Okay, it was plus 110 when we got it. But
I got it at Rivers.
Well, 4 minutes have gone. 6 minutes have gone by.
Okay,
so
there you go.
No one scored in the first 6 minutes.
All right, so that's a bet. I'll wake up in the morning and go, "What did I do? What is this Flamingo bullshit?" But I'm on it. Just firing again tonight. Last night we fired. We had a really profitable show last night. I had a 16-1, but I only put a cup of coffee on it instead of fucking just a $20 bet. It was 16-1, but for Freeman Ohtani parlay home run.
Oh, nice. Today.
What happened today? Did Freeman? Because they were down 1-0. I just saw that they ended up winning 10-1.
Did they hit?
I mean, who, the Dodgers?
No, for your parlay, your double.
No, that was last night. That was last night we hit that. Yeah, it hit. Freeman and Ohtani went deep. Freeman today did not hit a home run. It was at.
I mean, they scored like 11 runs, didn't they?
10, and they scored it all after they're down 1-0 in the sixth. Stanley Cup playoffs. U.S. viewership drops. Canadian viewership surges.
Well, they're just hoping Toronto to do something.
Yeah, I think a lot of Americans will be interested in Toronto because of the storyline.
All your eggs are now in one basket. You're not rooting for Ottawa. You're not rooting for, actually, Edmonton is still there. I apologize. So you have two baskets. And I'm really rooting for Edmonton because I always want McDavid to stay. I don't want it to be where it was in the past, where you got really good players from that team, and then they just leave because they have to, because they just can't afford to pay them. So, but I'm hoping they can win something before. Their problem is they just don't really have any good goaltending.
Do you know what the TV ratings for the Rockets Warriors Game 7 was? Take a guess on how many people watched that game.
Do you know I counted 28 illegal defenses in that game?
Well, were there more viewers or illegal defenses?
I was going to say, no, it wasn't really nice basketball to watch because guys were just sitting in the paint and it was a slugfest.
It was a blowout rate. Yes. 6.63 million. That is a huge number.
You say that. Now go look up the number of people that watched Caitlin Clark's preseason game.
What did they watch? How much was that?
It set a record for most people to watch Caitlin Clark's.
What was it, like 8? It wasn't 8 million. How much was it?
You got to look it up. You won't believe me if I tell you.
Okay.
You want to say the number?
1.3 million.
Yes. A preseason game.
I mean, that's about what an NHL game's getting.
Yeah.
In America, not in Canada, but in America, a good NHL game is getting about that much. Like Dallas, Winnipeg, there will be that might not. I mean, how many people are going to be watching Dallas, Winnipeg when it starts at 9:30 on the East Coast?
Yeah. Well, okay. There's 3 Canadian teams. I'm doing really well. And I think the other thing that kills American audiences is it's going up against the NBA. As much as people can say they don't like the NBA, they still watch the NBA.
The playoffs are good.
Well, the playoffs are supposedly good.
The second round has been great. How about that?
Yes, this should be very, very interesting round. Now, I think the cream's going to rise in this game, and I really think these second games are going to be. Well, let's say so. The Cavs should have won. They just ran out of gas, and somehow the ball. The only way for the Pacers to win happened. You know, there was a stat that was on Gill's show. In the era, there's been 1,669 games where a team is led by 7 points and the other team is shooting free throws. What is the record of the team that is down by 7? 1,669 games. You're down by 7. The other team is shooting free throws. Or we could just go down by 7 because that's what actually.
How many games?
Down by 7 under a minute left. 1,669.
1,600 wins and 69 losses.
3 wins.
3?
You want to know the funny thing is? 3 wins and 2 are by the Pacers this year.
Wow. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the Cavs. I get that they were without 3 big bodies, but you can't blow that. You just can't. How do they come back from that? How do you come back from that?
Well, because the other guys come back. That's the only way to come back.
Yeah, but you're down 2-0. You're going on the road. Indiana's got to be feeling great.
If 2 of the 3 come back, the Cavs are going to win game 3.
The 2 of the 3 come back, the Cavs are going to win. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, right now you can see that the line's 2. The line's 2 is minus. They're
still the better team.
Correct. So, I mean, the books are going to expect those guys until they hear from it. Big 3 by KP. KP finally made an outside shot.
Towns went to the bench.
It's now a 20-point game.
Yeah, Towns went to the bench, and we need Derek White to get these 2 points here. Come on, D. White.
All right, Mel says the Leafs have now scored. It is now 3-2. So take.
I'm done. Nope, I already tailed you. I'm done. I'm not betting a third time or second time. I'm not doing it.
Look at Max Domi. Max Domi trying to make a career.
I don't give a shit about Max Domi. I want fucking Derek White to score 2 points in the third before the period ends.
Oh, look at Josh Hart trying to keep him in it. Josh Hart. The only problem with this is Josh Hart's points prop is going to be nowhere near 11.5. Those guys are done. He's not going to see anything near 11.5. So Josh Hart's got 18 right now. So Derek White misses the 3, gets his own rebound back. So Cash's rebounds, gets another offensive rebound.
He missed the shot.
That. Yep.
God damn it.
But Cash's rebounds, 6.5.
Yeah, but I need those 2 to come back. Let's go. Let's go already. Let's get some Derek, because Towns ain't coming off the bench for the rest of the quarter, is he? He's done. He's going to. Most likely not. Yeah. All right. So we need D. White to go do something. How about Porzingis missing a dunk?
Amount of charges in this game are nuts.
He missed 2 3-pointers. White did. Ugh.
Yep.
That's rough. Rough stuff. By the way, the Caruso points and assists that you gave out, still minus 120 at DraftKings, but they bumped it up to 12.5 at even money on FanDuel. So that thing's going up.
Gerardo was telling everybody that the Leafs will win the Cup before Edmonton does.
So neither one of them are ever winning the Cup?
According to Gerardo. He has told them that they are not going to win. So, yes, which tells you how bad Bobrovsky's playing. If you're only having 12 shots on net and you've given up 3 goals, you've only stopped 9. Basic math. Panthers got 17 shots in 2 periods. It's pretty nice. Josh Hart again for 3. Josh Hart for 21 points. Ooh. Gets it down to 15. Tries to keep him in the game.
All right. But it's Derek White. He's still on the floor. Okay.
And then another 3. Drops it down to 12.
Ooh.
They need a TO here.
They took a timeout. The NBA, man, it is the best sport to bet live on sides because it's just 20 points is not that much anymore. It's just not.
The issue is most people don't realize, like my idiot nephew that sits there is like, oh, they were up 7. They were up 7. I was like, you got to understand. That's 2.5 possessions. With the 3 ball today, that's 2.5 possessions. That's all it is. Takes you 2 times to go down the court. You missed. And you hit 2 threes, which is essentially what just happened here. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-point game. Versus here, it was a 18-point game, and now all of a sudden, it's a 12-point game.
Drop a play from Derek White.
You're going to sit here and have 58 seconds to go here. I'm going to take Josh Hart at 23.5 points.
Really?
Yeah, it's him to hit 1 more 3. He's got 21.
I'm going to drop both the live bets that I hopped on, but I don't think we're getting either one of those third quarters in. But no, Derek White could surprise us.
Yeah. All right. If that hits us.
So I got Hart at 23.5. What do you got it at?
Yeah, 23.5. He's got 21.
What juice?
I think it's minus 102. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, because it's 118 at MGM. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hop in on that with you. So Josh Hart to get what 3 points in the third or in the fourth?
3 points from here on out. Yep. There's 58 seconds, so there's still another possession. Can't just say
it's 24.5 minus 152 at FanDuel.
I got 23.5. Now it's 24.5.
Yeah, I got 23.5 minus 20 at.
Oh, yeah, because it's already started because they have the ball.
Come on. Give me that fucking.
They were so late for the TV getting back to it there. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. I got it at 23.5 minus 10.
Yep.
Celtics
yeah, they always are. I mean, Tatum with another rebound has 3,700 rebounds.
Who got fouled right there?
Brunson. They didn't call it.
No, the Knicks just fouled.
Oh, sorry. That is Tatum draws the foul on OG.
Okay. So the White's probably dead at this point.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. He's got 18, though. I'll take the 18. Tatum's got 9 and 12. Brown's got 20 and 6. Cornette did not come back in. That was kind of surprising. And it was KP. So. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. We go to the fourth. That's it.
It's just a 12-point lead for Boston now. They were freaking ramrodding the Knicks.
That's exactly what happened the first game, too. So, yep.
Man, I cannot see that's going to happen. I can't see that they're going to blow this lead again. But what are you going to do?
Yep. Nothing you can do. You just keep going, and we'll go from there. Yeah. So Tatum, all those guys did well, so that's good.
Okay.
I'm trying to say the game. Tatum actually falls 1 point short. He gets 8. He gets 7 points, not 8.
Did you bet that?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I lost a unit because I lost all 4 third quarter bets. Normally that doesn't happen, but I hit it the Derek White's rebounds bets, so that's paid off for most of it.
I got bad news. Baltimore has scored. It is 3-2. Minnesota leading the Orioles. So it hadn't been a bad start for.
No, it's got runners on first and third.
Yeah, we thought Morton would get lit up again. To this point, he really has. It's only 4 innings. He's given up 3 runs. But here we go. Runners on the corners, and we've got 2 down.
Flamengo scored, so that's 1 goal.
Okay.
1-0 Flamengo.
Good. Got the Flamingos.
Yep.
Where are they out of? Spain? Flamengo?
Brazil.
Brazil. Ooh,
So
Portuguese.
Copa Libertadores is South America, North America.
Learning Portuguese really doesn't do anything for you unless you move to Brazil or Portugal, right?
Correct.
And I want to move to Portugal very badly.
There's only 2 countries I know. My brother went to Portugal. He enjoyed it.
Yeah, I want to live there though. Looks gorgeous. It's nice.
My friend's just doing a cruise right now of Portugal, Spain, Italy, Morocco. Yeah. So, yeah.
What are you guys on tonight? Jump shot, Jordan. Throw your best bets in the chat. And then if you got any questions for Fox, do that. What up, G? Big pay-per-view this weekend. New women's champ Saturday night. Furat decision, even money.
All right.
I hate leaving things up to the decision in the freaking UFC, man. You just never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people was on the one fight this past Saturday, and the one guy caught him, and that was the end of the fight. Which almost everybody was on. Jordan, help me with the names. I can't remember the names. We bet them, and I was fine with it. Davis, I think. Was Davis? I don't know. What was the last guy's name? The old black guy versus the one white guy, and the one white guy just got tagged.
I'm drawing a blank, dude. I don't think I can name anybody from UFC, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Silva still fight? The Silva fight, or is he done?
I
have no idea. He's literally the only guy I know. Argentina basketball, Kiesma -4.5 from KG.
There's like 17. KG's going to be on, but he needs some time to discuss the WNBA props. So I'm trying to get him till tomorrow and see if he can get his thoughts together for tomorrow.
Okay.
Mr. Wonderful, Phil Davis. Yeah. Old ass.
We only got one NBA game tomorrow. Golden State, Minnesota, 8:30.
Okay. But we got 2 hockey games, and I don't know. So they can put a single game on.
It's so dumb.
2 games on Thursday. I mean, let me see if we got any.
Have 2 games every night and just alternate.
You should. That's what kind of makes the most sense. But maybe it's a scheduling issue with one of the arenas.
And then we got 2 7:00 baseball games, and then 2 9:40 games. So we got a light schedule tomorrow, and that'll let us really focus in on the basketball game.
WNBA futures
tomorrow.
Yes.
I don't care if people don't watch because I'm totally invested. I won't watch, but I will be tailing Fox on all of his WNBA plays this year.
Yep.
We did up 30 units last year.
58.
58 units. Whoa, I have to on that one. I'm sorry.
KP catches the air ball and gets the dunk.
Foul on Hart.
Yep.
He's only got 3 though. He's fine. He's not in foul trouble. Nobody's in foul trouble.
No, it really is from a foul trouble. It's not an issue at all. I mean, the biggest issue for the Knicks here is Brunson's 3 of 13. Tatum's 4 of 15, but that would be more points than Brunson.
Well, 13-point game, 76-63, 11 to play in regulation.
All right. So White, like I told you, should have been 12. Obliterated his rebound assist. If you tailed that goes through easily. Holiday, we're still waiting for 2 more there. He's got 2 rebounds, 4 assists. We're waiting for that 7.5. Pritchard doesn't look like he's getting 10 for some reason. He's just not making shots again.
You know, I see that. I see McMahon hit a home run to the chat, and last 4 games he's kind of like woken up, and they're playing through a little bit of sprinkle right now. So good. It's a early 2-0 lead for the Rockies over Detroit. Oh, we got out of the jam there. So Minnesota still leading Baltimore 3-2 going to the bottom of the 5th.
There we go. We make fun of Peyton Pritchard, and he drills a 3 in my eyes. Saying, "Shut up."
Well, what about Josh Hart getting some fucking points here? That'd be good.
Hold on a second.
Should I be the snack captain for the soccer team this week? Bison Park. It's a lot of pressure on being a snack captain because that means you have to remember to bring the snacks.
Oh, what a terrible pass by Josh Hart there. And OG somehow still got a steal. Josh Hart just passed it to Al Horford.
What do you bring as snacks to a soccer? Did you ever coach your team or did you ever go to your kids' soccer games?
I coached for 7 years.
Yeah, I loved coaching soccer for that one season for my daughter, but I never had to bring snacks. All I would bring is like cupcakes for girls. What do you bring? What do you bring for snacks for little kids? Because I've never gotten it for my son's team.
I coached travel. I had moms that would take care of that, but it's
orange slices.
Yep. But it all depends. I mean, if you have real snacks, if you're going to a tournament, if you're going to be there all day. So
yeah, no, it's just a game.
Yep, just game, maybe orange slices. And if it's just rec, yeah.
Capri Sun, maybe a little Capri Sun for your ass kids.
Most people don't like the high fructose syrup.
Is there high fructose in Capri Sun?
I believe so. There we go. Pritchard's trying. He's got 3 straight threes. So he's now is at 9 points. He's trying to say, shut up. He's going to hit this 10 points for us.
Hey, if we don't get Hart home, like this is on me. I don't believe in jinxes and stuff, but I got to get off this show. I can't have you losing bets because I'm sitting here.
Oh, it's all right.
No, it's not. I want to win money.
I talked to myself for an hour.
You didn't like it. It's not fun.
It's you can only do it for so amount of time.
I did offer you to get a co-host though.
I didn't have an issue with it. I'm perfectly fine. I also some of the people in the chat were helping out and getting a little chatty, so that's always good.
Yeah, chatty, chat. Cease has a no going into the 7th against the Yankees. It's about time this dude turns it around. He's had a horrible start. Yeah,
we got 2 men on, no outs for Texas. What's the live line there? Kansas City is now up 2-0 on the White Sox.
Yep.
Minnesota got out of that, so it's still up 3-2 going in the bottom of the 5th.
Yep.
So that's nice.
And Buxton just singled, so we got a runner on first.
You missed the chat with saying we're on Toronto because we just don't like the Angels without my Mike Trout.
Okay.
So we go in the 3rd here. So it is the second intermission. 2-3. Get it back to Pritchard. Come on. No, we're gonna have Jaylen Brown miss. I will say the Knicks are doing a good job to not letting them just blow them away.
They're hanging around.
The Celtics are trying very, very much, but they just kind of get a basket here or there. Damn, Pritchard missed the 3.
Is Hart on the bench? Hart's on the bench.
Hart's on the bench for that.
Yeah. Miles McBride's in.
Pritchard was wide open for 3, and he missed it. Still got the offensive rebound.
All right. And we'll go through the bets for the Nuggets and the under coming up here in a few minutes. Well, we'll wait.
Did you look and see what you can get on that Boston money line right now?
What can you get on the Boston money line right now?
That's what I'm asking.
I've not looked yet.
I'm talking about the Red Sox.
Oh,
not the Celtics.
Oh, the Boston Red Sox money line. Why do we want to back the Red Sox?
3-3, 2 men on.
Then it's going to be minus money.
Yeah, not that bad. I didn't think it would be that bad.
What did you see it at? I would set it at minus 145. Minus 280. What the hell?
Yeah, that's why I was like, no. All right, so
is this a tennis bet from Mel? Yannick Sinner to win the first? No, this can't be tennis. It's a first quarter.
A lot of people like Yannick Sinner. A lot of people like Yannick Sinner to win that whole tournament. It's coming back.
I thought it was tennis. What's first quarter?
To win the quarter, like the quarter of his region.
Oh, okay. Because I'd heard of Yannick Sinner.
Correct. He's in the first quarter of his region. He's one of the guests that Gil had on that liked Yannick Sinner and was telling him he's come back really jacked too. He's definitely been in the weight room and expects him to kind of like roll through this.
Okay.
So if you go to like the ATP Rome Futures, because they're in Rome, just to let you know.
I'm not blind tailing freaking Sinner right now. I'm so focused in. I just got to get my shit together here and the bets we got.
All right.
I'll be watching next.
You can tell like that, but you don't have to sit there. It's down to 12. Mikal Bridges has come alive here.
Brunson's coming back in too.
And it's the last 6 minutes. So this will be everybody back. This will be the end. Pritchard though, he'll end at 9, unfortunately.
What did you bet him at 10 or something?
Yeah, that's on the scroll.
Mel, I didn't ask you to tail.
He didn't ask you.
Now I do need to talk to you about something. The next Pope, Luis Antonio Tagle. What is the decision making to betting the next Pope offshore? Please let me know what's behind this.
I wanted to bet the next Pope. I like the number at 3-1. Tagle seems to have the people behind him, and some of the backings. The fact that you went through day one without picking a Pope means the favorite most likely is not going to be the guy they're choosing right now. Tagle's it's really a 3-horse race. I think this is really going to be, he kind of gives them some of the things they want to do. One, he's from the Philippines, so he's a little more ethnic diversity. The other bet I'm trying to make that his first name is going to be John Paul. Those are the bet, and at 3-1, I like my odds.
I think if I had if I was,
you got to go offshore to bet it. That's the only place,
right? Who's the best Saint?
I mean,
like, who's your guy? Are you Catholic?
No.
Okay.
See, the other bet I would make would be John Paul, and that's 14-1, by the way, offshore.
Who was the guy that was Jesus's good buddy? He was like his right-hand man. Who's that saint?
You mean Peter?
Peter, St. Peter. That's my guy. I'm a big St. Peter guy. Didn't know his name that well, but he's my guy. He seems like a guy that I would have wanted to hang out with back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know if a Pope's ever taken the name Peter. It's not even in the choices for you to choose.
Most of the time
they go, well, yeah, I mean, the Bible says he built his rock on that. So, yes, his church on his rock. So, yes.
Now, the Saints weren't the Saints were not virgins, right? Like, because you know what? He was Jewish, so there's no way he was a virgin. He had to be tapping that ass. And then, as he got older, he probably went away from it.
Well, I mean, the whole concept, when you want to take a look at it from that perspective, not to get into biblical lesson,
that's fine. I don't care. I'm a St. Peter guy. That's it.
You kind of, there wasn't like dating like we had dating. Like you would pretty much like know your wife, and that's when the Bible talks about that. It was basically you slept with her, and
they hooked you up with a 12-year-old, and that's how they did it thousands of years ago.
Yes, there was arranged marriage,
but that's what they did. I mean, whatever. Times change. They were probably also like 5'2". They were talking about how tall these guys were. People were midgets back then.
I mean, I couldn't tell you anything about the height stuff, but yeah.
How tall was St. Peter? the internet has to know, right? They'd probably lie a little bit.
I don't think it has any chance. I think it probably has some guessing. Mikal Bridges is going off here.
They said he was 5'7". That's tall for that.
Mikal with another basket. I think that's 4 straight.
Castellanos with a deep fly to left field. I mean, why can't I talk about my favorite Saint? St. Peter's my guy. That's it. Simple as that.
It's fine. You're just talking about his height. I couldn't tell you at all anything about his height.
I'm telling you right now, they said it's 5'7". I don't know if I could believe that, though. That would be like a giant back then. He would have been a center on any basketball team 2,000 years ago.
A 7-point game. Mikal Bridges has made 5 straight baskets.
What's Josh Hart done?
Nothing. He is on his own personal 11-0 run.
He's not even on the court. Is he? Yeah, he's on the court again. Okay.
Yeah, he's on the court. He's there with the bandana.
Come on, Josh Hart. Hit a 3.
Mikal Bridges going off. White misses the 3.
Derek White has not done anything. He scored those 4 points like 12 minutes of game time ago, and now he's not done anything.
Well, he just got back in the game.
Yeah.
So right now it's interesting. Tatum is not in the game at the 5-minute mark.
Okay.
He'll definitely probably be in 2 minutes. Cornette is actually in the game, and it's Holiday, White, Brown, Cornette, and Horford here the last 5 minutes of the game.
Josh Hart shooting.
Derek White draws the foul
on Josh Hart.
Yep, but it's going to go to the line.
He hasn't even attempted a shot here, Josh Hart.
He just got back in the game 30 seconds ago.
I don't
when you
care. He needs to score. We need 3 points from Josh Hart, or that's 3 half-unit bets that go down the shitter.
You had a guy making an 11-0 run. And an 11-0 run, you're going to keep feeding him.
I don't care. Feed it to Josh Hart is what we need.
Hey, Geraldo, what's your take? Are we taking Monterey?
By the way, Brunson's 3 of 14, 1 of 6 behind the arc.
Yeah.
For 8 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not his night.
No, not his night at all.
Bad night for you, boy.
Are we taking Montreal, or we think this is basically going to extras? So White makes 1 point, gets 1 free throw, and it's now a 9-point game.
All right. Well, come on, Josh Hart. Hit a 3.
Makes the second 2. He makes the second 2.
Hit a 3, Josh Hart. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Knicks just made it. Hart got the rebound, and the Knicks made a 3-point shot, but I don't know who hit it. Who hit it? Because it's now a 7-point game again. Brunson.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing for us. We need him to make 3 threes. So Boston takes the 2-run lead. All right, this is again. It's now 4 minutes. There's no Tatum. Anybody know why there's no Tatum?
I'll look it up.
Tatum's in now. Tatum came in for Cornette. And Derek White misses another 3. It's a good 3, though. It's not a bad 3. It's a 3 that's passed right off pass. He had a wide open look at it. He just front rimmed it.
Hey, what time is the official start for the Nuggets game?
9:30, 9:45, probably 9:35.
All right, so we should. I know we're coming down to the end of the game. How about in like 15 minutes we'll preview that game one more time?
Yeah, that's fine. What a terrible pass! Nice steal by Tatum, and Tatum bricks the 3. Wide open, not a soul around, and he back rimmed it. And it's a 5-point game. Josh Hart gets 2.
All right.
1 away.
Let's go, Hart. So now we just need him to get to the line and hit one for us, and we'll be set.
A 5-point game. As much as they've again controlled this whole game, just like it won, it's a 5-point game.
How is this? How are the Celtics doing this again? What is going on with these guys?
And the Celtics miss another 3, and it's the Knicks' ball.
Let's go, Josh Hart.
I mean, it's at this point in this round, should we just be taking the points?
Well, take the points live when the team's down 20. I was talking about that. I'm like, should we get in at 13 and a half? And you're like, I don't know.
I mean, it looked like they were going to run away. And then they moved it right to 18.
That's how every game has looked in the second round. Everybody's running away. The Nuggets had no business winning that game against OKC. They trailed the whole freaking game.
They did not. Yeah.
What a choke job.
5-point game, 243. Tatum's look in his eyes is just like, how is this happening?
Again.
I'm on Chuck Buffalo.
Excuse me?
Okay, he's I don't know. We're talking MMA. I'm assuming.
Buffalo? Is that like code name for somebody?
Yeah, it's a name.
That's not a real name.
You know what's going to be even worse for the Celtics?
What? When they go down 2-0 in the series, and they have to go to New York, and
I think they gave somebody a 3 that when they originally marked it a 2.
Okay.
or they gave
Josh Hart.
No, Josh Hart got his 2. I mean, you're not going to make that a 1.
I'm just telling you, it wasn't Josh Hart. We want Josh Hart. It wasn't Josh Hart.
I think the Celtics lost a point. I don't know how. But
Good.
Lost
I literally hate the Celtics my whole life. I went to one playoff game there and I rooted for him because what's his name? Who was the old owner? The guy that just sold. I don't remember his name. So they gave us seats right down like five rows off the court. So I felt like I had to root for them. It was against the Pacers, I think. And then outside of that, I hate the Celtics. They're just the worst.
Yeah.
I got an update. Do you remember the guy that jumped, that fell down in Pittsburgh out of the stands?
Yeah. Yep.
So he's speaking now, and he said, I broke everything, but I'm going to get released. I can't really sleep, and I have a lot of back pain.
Okay. I mean,
they raised $47,000 for some drunk ass that fell onto the thing. I mean, come on. He can do activities of daily living, getting up and walking to the bathroom, but they're really painful. So at least he's walking.
Yeah.
He's like, and then his brain's all fucked up.
Yeah, should be.
That's what's going to happen. He's lucky he's not paralyzed or dead. And I bet you he's never going to sit near a railing again. Gerardo's on Monterey Live plus 116.
Yeah, that's what I was asking him. Yep.
So he's the Monterey. Every time we do a show, he's on Monterey.
Monterey is one of the best teams in the Mexico Clausura. So they're in the playoffs. So they actually do a playoffs, unlike which similar to MLS. The European teams don't. So now you're going through. This is leg 1. They're playing Toluca. Toluca is almost one of the greatest teams to bet over 2.5.
All right. I'm in it with you. I got it at plus 10.
Yeah. I mean, if we did this pre-flop, we'd be on Bertarami to get a goal or assist because he's probably going to get 1.
Yeah. Tim, I know all of us did stupid shit when we're dumb, but I never got drunk enough to fall onto a field off a railing.
Yeah, I will say, yeah.
I've been wasted when I was younger. But I still don't think I did anything that dumb. Oh, I know. Root for the Mets after 1986. That's what I did. That was the dumbest thing I did as a kid. Just stupid. Now I'm not a Met fan. I gave it up after 2008. I said, why go through this anymore? It's just stupid. 2 straight years, you blow leads like the Celtics are doing right now. Come on. Minnesota still leading Baltimore 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Baltimore has 2 on.
I got on in somebody's TikTok, and the guy got absolutely pissed at me. He's like, I'm done rooting for this team. So I wrote, okay. So this is my 100% thought. You have your teams as a kid, and they never stay. They never change. That's
right.
Who you have. That's thick or thin, whatever it is with there. I'll give you one team if you move to that city and you happen to basically then live in that city as an adult. So, that is okay because then you start, you take your kids to a game. That's the local game.
I think I'm different. First of all, I don't agree with you. I think you can change allegiances whenever you want to change. That's fine. People root for Duke and the Yankees and Lakers. I don't care.
They do. There's a difference. There's a thing called a fan and there's a thing called a groupie.
But I'm different because at the time I gave up on the Mets, I actually was like embedded with the Mets. And I just said, I can't do this again. And then, that's the first one. And then the second one was the Jets. Just fantasy football. I've never rooted for a team since I started fantasy football in like 2000. So there's another team that I gave up. The New York Rangers I kind of gave up on because I was covering the Capitals. I became a Capital fan. What sport am I missing? NBA, the Knicks? Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I think you have allegiances. Guys who go away from their teams because they suck, to me, okay, that's it. You weren't a fan, you were a groupie. If a team is going to put you through the hell that the Mets fans have gone through, that the Lions fans have gone through. Hart misses the shot, but Towns gets the and 1 on the putback. It is now going to be a 1-point game.
Oh, my God. With 2:33 to play.
Yep.
Hart can get to the line. Just get to the line for us. Oh, man, that would have been a tough finish, but still.
Hart was fouled, but there was just no call. 100%, he was fouled. There just wasn't a call.
Oh, I might have to. Next time out, I'm going up hitting the head. This creatine is just killing me, man. Just nonstop peeing all day. Just nonstop. Do you take creatine?
No.
It's good for your brain. It's good for working out. Just kills me. Do I remember Bilal Powell? Of course I remember Bilal Powell. Running back with the Jets. That wasn't even that long ago. Was that 10 years ago? It's called a bandwagon fan when you switch teams. Yeah, I just don't get why you get upset at somebody for switching allegiances. It's like
I didn't get upset.
Players switch allegiances. Why can't the fans switch allegiances?
The Knicks now lead.
Oh my God. This is insane. 17-2 run, and the Celtics have missed 10 straight. I mean, if this happens and the Nuggets get down 20, let's just bet the money line on the Nuggets tonight because no lead is safe.
Another miss by the Celtics.
Oh, we got a tying goal for the Panthers, Mel? Is that what you're saying? I mean, this is insane.
That's the only thing I was talking about.
Absolutely insane. And now Cat's back at the line?
No. Knicks had the Celtics had the ball.
Yeah, okay.
Can
we just get one?
Mikal Bridges finally misses a shot.
Give us 1 point. That's all we need.
He had a wide open look on that too.
1 point.
Derek White goes to the line. That's what they needed.
1 point, buddy. All right.
No, that's gonna be on the floor, right? So that's not gonna be free throws.
You wanted to take the Red Sox, but it was minus 245. They ended up scoring. Weiler Bray just hit a home run. 6-3. 3. Wow, dude, this is insane. 87.
They're down 3 points.
89-86 Knicks.
56 seconds.
This is shocking.
Yep.
So what's the Knicks path? The Knicks path to the title, if they beat the Celtics, is completely wide open.
Is the Pacers.
The Pacers or the Cavs, but like the Knicks could definitely at this point make the NBA Finals.
Tatum gets to the line.
You know what? If the Knicks go to the finals, I'm going to be a Knicks fan again.
If the Knicks win this game, it's going to be it's just
that's insane.
Yeah, you throw it away.
These playoffs, the second round has been amazing. 21-2 run.
Leafs score again.
Oh, the Leafs scored again?
Yeah, Bobrovsky cannot stop it.
I remember when Bobrovsky was good. Is he still good?
All right, so it's a 1 point game with 46 seconds.
Yep.
What are your live lines?
All right. So we have the Knicks. Oh, it's locked on MGM. Let's see if we can find it elsewhere. The Knicks are plus 1.5 minus 188. So they are plus 105 on the money line. Now minus 15.
Celtics ball down 1.
Do we want to take the Knicks minus 15?
Minus 15.
1 minus 115.
Well, I mean,
it's a coin flip. Why bother?
Yeah, it's gonna be a timeout.
Oh, it's a timeout. Good. That means I get to go upstairs for a second. All right, I'll be right back, Foxy. Timeout.
It's 24 seconds. You're gonna have to go pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'll stick it out, and then you can break down the Nuggets game. We might have to break down the Nuggets game now.
Yeah, we got some time. 12 minutes.
Brunson is a super flopper, by the way.
Still making bets. Yes, he really flops all the time.
Who's a bigger flopper, him or Luka?
Celtics calling timeout. 24 seconds.
Luka versus Brunson, bigger flopper.
Brunson, because he throws himself to the ground. Luka kind of like jacks up a little bit back. He doesn't actually fall on the ground as much.
Who would you rather have on your team, Luka or Brunson?
Brunson, because there's an attempt to play defense.
I knew it. But
I like the Brunson when he passes the ball.
But Nico decided to trade both of them.
Well, you didn't really have a choice from a cap perspective. Brunson had to go. People forget that. There really wasn't a way to keep him unless they were going to pay him a massive contract, which him and Luka couldn't exist on the same floor.
Rockies have a 3-2 lead over the Tigers. Game's in the third. Okay. I see what's going on here. Who hit that? The Twins have a runner on first. Nobody out. Up 3-2 in the bottom of the sixth. Now 2 outs, actually. In the bottom of the sixth, if you're on the Twins with everybody. Javi Baez. Javi Baez is hitting, man. Javi Baez has been on a roll these last couple of weeks. He's got an 840 OPS now.
You told me not to ruin it, but I know what happened already.
And
it's
what?
Not done yet. There's 18 seconds left.
Okay. Did Hart? No. It's 90-89 Celtics.
Yep.
So there's no way Hart's getting the ball here.
Most likely not.
We can get an overtime. That'd be cool. Losing 3 half-unit bets coming in and sitting down on a hot night is very, very frustrating. I'll just say that.
It is. I will give you that. I will definitely
sitting down and losing 3 straight is just, especially since we've been doing so well.
Yep.
All right. So my bets for the next game, then I'm on with you on Jokic 12 in parlays. Jokic over 2.5 rebounds and steals and blocks.
Over 230.
You're on over 230.
Yep.
We have Holmgren over 2.5 blocks.
Yep. We got more than that. I just haven't got to it.
We got a lot of stuff.
We got Murray over 9.5 rebounds, assists. That needs to be added to the chat. -125. I personally took rebounds and assists over.
All right. So hold on a second. Rebounds plus assists on Murray.
Yep.
All right. Let me go shop for the best number, and I'll go put the bet in for myself as well. Murray, 9.5. Yeah, mine has 9.5. It's 10.5 everywhere else but FanDuel. So let me get that in right now. The NBA. All right, Murray over 9.5 rebounds and assists.
You ready to go through my dark tunnel here? No.
What do you mean the dark tunnel? What does that mean?
Here you go, 12 seconds. And what did you talk about? The flopper.
Brunson, is he getting the line?
Yep.
All right, it's -130 now. FanDuel. What'd you get at? 25?
Yeah, that's your only chance to get the overtime. Was a foul here. I mean, it definitely was a foul. I don't know why he reached in like that. So. You gotta be kidding me.
What are you kidding me about? That's not even a foul. Can you challenge that?
It's a foul. He reached in. He's touching his whole body, trying to reach into the ball in the front of his body. There's no reason to do that. Nope. I mean, Celtics are going to have the ball 12 seconds. This is unbelievable.
The fold again. Every game has been a fold. And people keep saying, oh, it's choke jobs. It's not just a choke job. The team that came back, I'd give them more credit than the choke job. The amount of work and that you have to do to come back from a 20-point deficit. I mean, it just these second round games have been next level.
Knicks steal the game.
I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. Like Tatum had a shot.
They win 85% of the time.
This is
if
insane.
You win the first 2 games.
This is insanity.
Tatum's going up against the whole team here.
You want to start breaking down the Nuggets? I'll be back in 1 sec.
All right, Nuggets OKC. It's clear what the Nugget strategy is, what we already talked about, is to run. They're going to run, they're going to run, they're going to run. Well, looking at that strategy, we're going to take the over 230. That's the first thing we're going to play. Second thing we're going to have, okay, who likes to run? Well, we're going to take Westbrook over 12.5. The fact that the books haven't made this 15, I'm shocked. He is getting involved. He is hitting outside shots. He is hitting mid-range shots. He is getting all over everything consistently. So we are going to continue to ride that. After watching this game, we should be taking Denver plus 10, but that's a complete shocker. So we're on Jamal Murray over 9.5 rebounds, assists. I personally have taken the rebounds over and the assist over. So we'll see that. Caruso, we talked about, he's going to be on the floor a lot more. 8.5 points. He shot 5 threes the first game. And I don't expect him to get 5 threes. He needs 8.5 points. I need him to get 2 threes. And we'll see from that point what goes on. We are in the Chet Holmgren blocks. He had 4 blocks the first game. He's coming back in this game. 2.5 at plus 110. What else? Okay, that's going to be a miss. Can't believe the Celtics lost that and the Celtics lost that. Sorry. I've taken a small play on Jokic over 20.5. That's not there. I think he's going to get whatever number of points he would like to get. I think he gets his 13.5 points. That's a really big number to give out as a play. I'm personally on it, but I'm also on the 12, closing a bunch of parlays. So I think he has a pretty big night on the boards. Jamal Murray, we talked about. Russell Westbrook, we talked about. Jokic, we've talked about. Actually, I've taken Jokic twice. So might as well just give it as a play. That's essentially what I'm taking. I expect this big game. I expect OKC to really come out there. And again, they have multiple times in this game where they could push out, similar to the Celtics. You had multiple times in this game. You added 18. You missed 2 shots. They hit 2 sixes. It was 12 points. Went into the fourth quarter, 12. Then they just chipped away, taking high percentage shots. And really, Mikal Bridges went on an 11-0 run.
That's insane. That is crazy.
You figured out a way to lose a game that you should not have lost. So Jalen Williams I like, but I don't like at 22.5. I really don't. I mean, if you want to get on Jalen Williams, the only thing to do is kind of get on with the 3-point barrages that you're going to see from a number of guys. So FanDuel has made the 2 threes kind of group. Jalen Williams has done 2 threes in 4 straight games. Big high percentage that he's going to hit the 2 threes. Jokic getting 2 threes. He's done that in 3 of his last 5. That's got a pretty good percentage. SGA, if you want to get on SGA, the assist jumped up to 7.5 from his normal 6.5 number. That kind of puts me off of that. He did have 10 rebounds, which we talked about. We were able to get the double-double live for him. So, I mean, rebounds of 5.5 is probably something I really like. Again, they're going to push the pace. There's going to be rebound opportunities. So, yeah, I need to enter that. But I do.
You like Jalen Williams threes and Joker threes?
I do.
Okay.
But I've Joker's at 122. So,
well, you can just throw a parlay in there, get Williams down to 3 threes and Joker to 2 threes.
Correct. But I would rather take a guy like Murray at 2 threes and get that down and then just take Joker straight up. So Joker's not a number that you really need to adjust.
But what about Jalen Williams?
Jalen Williams you did because they have it at minus 162.
So 2 threes for Jamal and 2 threes for Joker would be 138.
Well, not Joker. Like, again, Joker's enough where it's a minus 122. It's going to amount minus 125 that I could just take by itself.
Yeah, but if Murray's hitting 2 threes, then we're getting plus 138.
Yeah, if you just want to take a big number, but I can take Murray and Jalen Williams, and I can get plus 124, which is what I'd rather do, and I'll take Joker separately. Because the volume of those guys' threes is going to be higher than Joker's threes.
Jalen Williams hit 2 threes is minus 139.
Yeah, that's a little juicy for me.
Yeah.
I don't really want to pay that juice. But I do want to get to one of the other things that I haven't got a chance to get to yet. We talked about SGA. We talked about Russell Westbrook. We talked about this rebounds. I was trying to get to the steals prop before it goes away because I could bet the other stuff live. I'm not worried about that. This is just I'm still flabbergasted.
About the Celtics blowing that?
The Celtics did that 2 games in a row. It's I mean, even at the end, there's so many guys on Tatum. There's no way he should take that shot. He should be passing that shot off to somebody.
That's just insane. Toronto leads Florida with a little under 8 to play 4-3. We need the Panthers to get going here.
Yeah.
SGA over 5.5 rebounds.
Yeah, he had 10 in the last game.
He's got 10, 5, 4, 8, 3.
Correct. But the way this game is dictated is going to be lead to a lot of SGA rebounds.
Okay.
And
So the best number on SGA rebounds would be 5.5 even money, actually plus 110 at MGM. So MGM, you're getting a plus 110 over 5.5 rebounds for SGA. Where is that line gone today? That line moved up from 4.5 minus 200. Minus 165. We wouldn't have bet that anyways.
No, not at all.
No, that's stupid juice. Okay. I think SGA is worth the play.
It is shocking how many steals that Westbrook is not getting. Like everyone, you think of Russell Westbrook, you're like, oh, he's going to have a bunch of steals. So that's not happening. So I do want to take a shot. I'm going to take for a half unit SGA steals over 1.5.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take a shot, and this will be fun. And you can tell me if I should put this as a play, but I'll take Jokic, Braun, and SGA a steal at plus 121.
I'll take it. Brown's going to get a steal. Joker's going to get a steal. I don't know about SGA, but SGA is a really good defender.
SGA's got 2 steals in 3 of the last 4 games. And he's got 1 in the other game. So
okay.
I'm taking a shot at SGA for 2 steals again. I think he's going to pressure the ball. I think they can steal the ball from these every guys. I mean, Mikal Bridges absolutely nuts.
I said Joker was my biggest position. I forget with all the stuff we got on the Twins. It's probably the Twins. They're up 3-2, bottom 7th over Baltimore.
I missed a bunch of parlays with the Celtics there, but that's why I was trying to take some of the next.
That was a murder, man. That was insane. So that's why you took the Boston players.
I thought Boston was going to really come out, and quite frankly, they did. They got to 18.
Is that why you took Hart?
No, I thought. I mean, I took Hart because once again, it was going to be a game, and you were going to be there. I was shocked that he sat 6.5 minutes in the fourth quarter. He still came in. He got the 1 basket. He missed the 1 tip in. So the volume was there for him to hit 3 points. It just didn't happen. So
I think I might go to the Nuggets game this weekend. Let's see here. Friday night, not Friday. I would go to the Sunday game.
Again, there's no reason you're looking at this game that you don't believe that they're not gonna win this game. I mean, it's just the way this game is gone. It's just you got to be kidding me. It's absolutely crazy looking at futures and looking at different plays that the Knicks are up 2-0 and never been in any game until the 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
What futures are we on right now that you gave out? Because you got over games in a series, the Nuggets and the Timberwolves, right?
Yep.
And then Nuggets, what was the other one?
Over 5.5. And I gave, I don't know. I'll have to look.
Maybe I'll just watch let me throw some hockey on because we need the Panthers to get going here.
Yeah.
I watched the last 5 minutes of that Winnipeg game, and then I didn't watch the overtimes. But Winnipeg scoring with 1 second left is just.
Yeah, that was nuts.
That was
another game that was just nuts. I mean, there's just no other way to.
It's been awesome. The games have been awesome. Like I get it, they're blowouts. We're like, oh, these teams suck right now, but the games have just been sensational.
So you could get Jokic and Peyton Watson to get each one block at plus 145.
That's a pretty good number.
It's a pretty good number.
Watson's been very, very busy defensively.
Watson has a block in the last 4 games.
The question is, how much does he play tonight? He had a big role in game 1.
I think he's going to play a lot, and I think he's going to continue to play a lot. And I mean, again, there were so many blocks in game 1 that it was unbelievable. So when you sit there and you look at the numbers there, I mean, the other thing that I think is a highway robbery, actually, I'm going to give one more play. We're going to take Alex Caruso 1 block at minus 125.
Why Caruso?
He's done. He's got 4 blocks. He's got 5 blocks in his last 4 games. At least 1. He had 2 in the game 1. I like my chances here.
All right. What's the Joker triple-double? Plus 143. I'm not betting a triple-double till I see him do it.
The assists are going to be the issue. I mean, if you want to take the assist, I take the assist on Murray. That's kind of where is going to be the issue for him. Yeah.
No.
Again, I mean, a number of blocks that they had, you don't see a team having double-digit blocks in a game. And
so they had Joker and who else with 1 block? Peyton Watson.
Yep.
They're not even offering Peyton Watson at MGM, so you had to take that at FanDuel, huh?
Yeah, everything's at FanDuel.
I better get that in very fast.
Yeah,
so a Watson block and a Joker block.
Yep. And then I took Caruso to get a block. It's no toughness. I don't think it's a toughness issue. I think it's a leadership issue that you guys can't get yourself in that situation. Let's see if Matthew Nees finally can get a point since they got 4 goal points now. And he still hasn't got a point this game. He had a goal and assist last game, and this game he hasn't done shit.
Boy, I am loaded up on this Nuggets game now after listening to you. I got my own bets, but I think I just put at least 6 in.
Oh, you don't want to know how many I have. At least
23.
Last night I had 40 going into the Wolves. Now, a lot of those were $25 parlays closing on the Wolves or closing on.
How'd you do?
13.5. Oh. In the end, personally, I lost some units. I lost 4 or 5 on what was in, but I had 40 plays going into the game.
And the plays you gave out, you were up big last night.
Yes, the plays I all gave out. I mean, we went 8-1, so yeah, that was a very nice night. So, did you put any of the stuff in here? No, you put SGA rebounds.
You did.
All
right, give me here. I'll put the Watson in there. I'll put Watson and Joker 1 block each plus 124 at FanDuel.
Yeah.
And you got Caruso with a block. You got Carso. I'll take care of that.
I can't believe we get hooked on your heart. Yeah.
You put just put Caruso in there just in case some ding dong doesn't watch, and he's just like, "Who's Carso?" When he can't figure it out. Come on, Twins, let's go. Come on, Panthers, let's go. Come on, Joker, let's go.
3-2. Taglia, 2-run home run, 5-3. Crack back.
That must be good for my DFS. Come on, where are we here with Taglia? Please tell me I got Taglia in one of these lineups.
Nope,
just McMahon and Trey.
Towns also went invisible that game too. I mean, he got to 21, but I mean, he finished the half at 17. So,
Jordan, are you in Colorado too, or where are you, Jump Shot Jordan? He's got a Tigers thing and a Jordan thing. So he's either Detroit, Chicago, or Colorado because he keeps updating us on the Rockies. Well, the Celtics be plus 225 to win the series. They should be.
He is a big Detroit guy.
He's a Detroit guy.
So did they take away a 3? I thought, that's what they took away. They took away a Derek White 3. So instead of 4 for 11,
hold on, stat correction and people lost bets. Oh, that's brutal.
That was the point that they took away where I said all of a sudden it was a 4-point game instead of 5.
Oh, man, that's brutal.
Again, you also lost the game by what? A point.
That's not good. That's not good. All right, 5-2 OKC early. I don't even have the game on, though. I'm watching the Panthers.
All right, so Derek White obliterated his points and rebounds. If you tailed the Drew Holiday rebounds, assists 7.5, like I said, that's free money. It's 8. We missed Pritchard. He got 9. We needed 10. The Towns reload rebounds, Tatum reload rebounds, Cash. Hart does not go. Bridges gets his 2 threes. What else did I do?
Glad I cashed out of that Panthers bet, by the way.
OG did not get 10 points. That hurts us. White got his 9.5 rebounds, assists. White got his points. White, again, we thought he had his 3s, but on further review, he did not.
Negatory. What a comeback, man. That's just remarkable. What'd you think of the Pickens getting traded to the Cowboys? I like that move by Dallas.
I like the move by Dallas. You just got to wonder why. I mean, again, we talked about this.
He's nuts.
Receivers are head cases a lot. So
he's nuts.
Yeah. I missed 7 quarter parlays with the Celtics closing on the money line.
Oof.
That's oof.
That's rough.
That oof.
Yeah, that's an oof one right there. 7-4 OKC. Florida's still trying to get this game tying goal. It's not looking good, though. $1.32 to play. And the puck just got cleared.
5-2. Harrison Bader goes yard.
Ooh.
Another 2-run jack. So that cashes the Twins team total.
Okay. That's what we want. 5-2. Let's go, Twins. Let's win some money on the Twins tonight. Haven't been this invested in the Twins.
Monterey is losing. We can all blame Gerardo.
Monterey was down 1-0 when I checked. I didn't want to bring it up, though, because I don't want to bring Gerardo bad mojo.
Okay. All right. They're down 1-0.
Yeah, it's fine. We got time.
Yeah, we still got time.
We got time.
Yeah. OKC's come out here and
45 seconds left in the Panthers game against the Maple Leafs, and the puck's about to get cleared. Oh, no. All right. Time for maybe one more shift to get this goal here with an empty net.
Again, Ramon, you got to look and go 87% of the time. The only question with the 87% of the time, the Knicks have been outplayed for 6 quarters. You could argue 5 to 6 quarters they've been outplayed. And just the fourth quarter is what they won.
The Knicks to win the series is -134. I'd rather bet the Celtics.
A lot of money's going to come in on the Celtics.
Well, I mean, they just 2 complete shit shows. New York's going to be rocking, though, man. The Madison Square Garden's going to be good. That's going to be a tough place to win.
It is, but you're also going to get a healthy KP back. It'll be another 2 days off from the illness. He hasn't closed the last couple games. Maybe you let him close the last couple games and stop letting the offensive rebounds happen.
The Celtics are +370 to win it all right now, and the Knicks are 11-1.
To win it all? Like the NBA Finals?
Yeah, and then the Celtics are only +115 to win the series. That's not enough for me.
No.
That's not enough.
Well, that's going to get hammered. So
it is getting hammered. I just saw it drop to 106 on FanDuel. Series spread: Boston -1.5 +440. Celtics +1.5 -142.
What's the line for the game 3?
Let's see if they posted it yet. They should, right?
Yeah.
5. Knicks +5 at home.
Hardenstein's got 4. SGA.
What do you think about that? What do you think of the Knicks +5 at home?
Again,
I'd rather bet it live when they're down by 20.
It's been 18 or 20. So yeah, that's kind of where.
That's why I have a hard time betting sides on a pre-flop in the NBA. If you're betting side, you're crazy.
Well, I mean, the things to look at. So Josh Hart points is what I'd be taking. It's hit so far every single game.
Okay.
Mikal Bridges rebounds has hit every single game. Cat has gone over 11 rebounds every game. So if it's a 10.5, those are the things that I'd be looking at. So those are your consistencies that happened with. OG did not hit 3s tonight. He has hit them in previous games.
Florida loses. Panthers lose. The Panthers lose.
Series is over. Now we say that. Now they had the same issue with the Lightning, and
it's 1-1. No, it's 2-0 Toronto, right? 2-0.
Nothing. Yeah.
Dude, I hope Toronto gets to the finals. That'd be awesome.
18-9 to start the game. Holmgren drills a 3 in their eye. Jokic just has to sit and watch.
All right, I'm getting married in 34 days, so I'm gone that 1 week of June. When are you gone again in June?
I am gone the 17th. No, sorry. Yeah, the 17th through the 29th.
All right, I got Ramon coming in. Ramon will come in and do that. And then I'm gone the week before, so you and I are not going to see much of each other, which is probably not a bad thing for you.
No.
No, not at all.
Dollander can't find the zone. Bases are loaded, and Javi Baez is at the plate. What is Detroit's money line, Mauer? What is the run line? -3, -4. I'd have to look to see if there's anything out there.
I'm looking right now for you. Run line for the Tigers is -12.
-1.5.
They're down two, but the bases are loaded with nobody out.
I got a boost. I'll take that. I'll take it for a quarter.
Okay.
Baseball. I bet a lot of quarter bets.
Yeah,
there's too many weird things happening in baseball.
There's too many bets. There's just so many bets you can put down in a baseball game.
You know the Padres and Yankees are tied now, right? So we went from
no.
Went from a no hitter to they're tied 3-3.
Yeah, baseball is crazy. There's no doubt.
It's just so much.
I think baseball. People say football is the toughest sport to bet. I think baseball.
Cease had 9 Ks, gave up 1 home run.
And then the bullpen blew it?
Merrill hit a home run in the 4th, a solo shot. Welcome back. And then Bellinger hit the home run in the 7th, and that's when they pulled him.
Fried went 7 innings, gave up a run, 8 Ks. He's down to 1.05 ERA. Imagine if Cole was healthy. Fried is their ace. I think Fried's their ace going forward, even when he comes back next year.
I think Fried's the Cy Young winner.
So pre-game, Detroit run line was -15.
Okay.
I don't know how people make money betting player props in baseball. Jump shot Jordan. I don't know. We got good guys here. Tie game, Javi Baez.
All right, there we go. Now we need 2 more runs. Let's get 2 more. Also, what you're telling me is Dollander is not going that far if he's given up 5 runs.
Not tonight.
The White Sox got 2 men on, 2 outs, down 1, runners at the corners. Can the Royals get this home? Baltimore trying to get. Oh, did we get our hits bet? We took a hits bet.
Please tell me, Baltimore's got 2 on and 1 out, down 5-2. Let's go, Twins.
Yeah. So Buxton got the home run. Lewis is out again. He was pinch run. Castro got the run. The start of the order hasn't done shit. So, the Twins have already taken out 3 starters. That's not great.
All right, let me give a promo real quick. Button would be great. We'd appreciate that. Second of all, we'll give you a free week if you want a free week at Nuke the House. All you got to do is sign up for any plan, and we will not charge you unless you want to be charged at the end of your free trial. You got to cancel, but you can do that. NukeTheHouse.com. Sign up for any plan. Use the code Nuke the House. One word, very easy. We're the home of, I'm going to say we're the best live bettors in the world. We are. Real-time in-game betting notifications right to your phone. That's what we do here. You get pre-flop bets, you get futures bets, you get everything. I put in my first futures bet for 1 year when I tailed Foxy on Arch Manning to be the #1 pick. I can't believe I did that.
Monterey's tied. Well, get ready.
Monterey.
On Monday, we get the lottery done, so we will know who's playing. I did check. We made 10 units on the NBA draft last year. Jordan will can confirm that. Now, I will tell you, I made 6 units on Brawny, but other than that, we did very, very nicely. I expect to do very nicely as well. We're going to get our second goal here in Flamengo if it counts. They're just checking it right now.
Okay.
Monterrey also ties it up 1-1. So I'm really looking forward to Monday. I'm waiting to see who wins the lottery. I've got a couple bets on who actually wins the lottery. You can make that in FanDuel if you just want to.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you make that bet since it's ping pong?
It's just ping pong. It's 6-1 on a ping pong match.
Okay.
I mean, I buy a scratch off. That's kind of what I did with it. It wasn't a tremendous amount of money. It was just a couple things here to get 6-1 on a championship.
OKC's going to have a 20-point lead in this game again. They're up 11 right now.
I took the odds to win and the WNBA champion. So I think it's really down to two teams in the WNBA. So I took one for I think I'm not shocked if the Nets win the lottery. And I took the Nets with I believe the Aces, and I took the Wizards with the Liberty.
Twins got out of it. Up 5-2 going to the bottom of the 8th. We need that. And then, I mean, Joker's shooting fadeaways here, not hitting. This is a debacle for the Nuggets in the first quarter.
Yep.
But if they go down 20, let's go back them on the.
It wasn't that much different from game one.
No, this is what happened. Game one, they were dominated for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say more than that. Probably for the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter too. So you don't want to get too down on a team, but look at what we've seen. And Joker's struggling, man. He can't hit a freaking shot. Missing.
Well, they keep giving it out to Michael Porter here to try to make a shot. That's not your best move.
No, that's not good. Murray's going to have to go off again. Nice pass by Gordon. Gordon's playing a great game.
That's what they have to do every single time. Joker just got 2 rebounds already, by the way.
Good.
So I'm still shocked that he keeps throwing Porter out there. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. His trade value is not going to be much.
The contract's bad, and he's always hurt. They got to get rid of him, though. They need another scorer.
SGA with another rebound.
They either need another scorer or a 3-and-D guy, and that's what they need. That's what the Nuggets need. But that's enough. They get the best player in the world. You got to win another championship.
That's what Porter was supposed to be.
I know. Well, he was never a defender.
He was never the defender. I'll give you he was never the defender, but that's where Peyton Watson was supposed to come into play.
Wow.
Murray misses a 3. We got our second rebound from SGA already. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds already. He's going to have 10 again. And they're up 25-11. Like I thought they'd definitely come out and right the wrongs of game one, similar to what the Celtics did. It's just a question at the end of the game, can you hold on? And that's really what you got to do in these playoffs is just breathe and just go back and keep playing your game.
24-11. OKC up. The live line, Nuggets plus 16.5. I mean, that, given the way these playoffs have gone, Foxy, should I hit that? 16.5, man.
The question is, and this is the only thing I'm going to play. Are the Nuggets good enough? Are they happy they got 1? I mean, it's the same question you'd ask with the Pacers, with their. Of all the teams that could blow out a team, you got to remember this team beat a team by 45.
Yeah.
I could see OKC trying to just demolish them.
Nuggets money line. It's only 650.
I will take the Nuggets when it gets to 20.
Okay. I'll keep it
Again,
on.
I lost a lot of my OKC money lines because they were tied to Celtics. So I don't even know if I have anything on OKC just to win the game.
16.
Got a lot of stuff on props. But yeah. Got stuff on Jokic, got stuff on.
I don't know how this is going to get better for the Nuggets in the first quarter.
Well,
and then Jokic is going to sit, and then I think we'll get a 20. I think we'll get a 20.
Yeah, they need to just relax and get through this without basically getting buried.
Being down 30.
Right. I mean, this team can put you down 30 if they want to. I mean, if they shoot well. So of my 6, yeah, they were all tied to OKC money lines too. Boston.
No, Portnoy. Portnoy comes out, throws a tweet out an hour ago, and their Celtics are up 73-53 with 3 minutes left in the third. He goes, "When people asked me when I knew the Celtics were going to win banner 19, it was at this moment." And he's just getting murdered, and the Celtics fans are blaming him. Fucking stop it with the jinxes and stuff. It's not Dave Portnoy's fault.
No, Detroit takes the lead. Runners at the corners.
Do you have any money on that game?
Yeah, I took the -1.5.
Okay. Oh yeah, you hit the live. You hit it live. Detroit 6-5.
Angels may score here. 2 on, 1 on, 2 outs. Logan O'Hoppe up to the
O'Hoppe. Colt Keith. My DFS lineups are okay, man.
Colton Keith has not looked good at all. He was supposed to be.
He's hitting third.
They've moved him all around.
Yep. Well, he's paying off tonight. Couple hits in a ribby.
Yeah, he's batting .207. He's got 3 homers and 8 RBIs. I mean,
Ramon, this is his soapbox. I want ping pong balls with logos. Fix your draft lotteries. I don't like the draft lottery, by the way.
Well, I mean, the fact that you have to get the combination right is kind of crazy. I don't know why it should be. Here's the balls. Here's there. Look, if that ball comes out with that, that's the ball that wins. That's how a lottery works, not a number combination where this team's got 21 number combinations, the other team's got 21 number combinations. There's too much ways that can be manipulated.
I still think the Patrick Ewing thing back in what was that, 84, 85? That was a total rig job.
Yeah, they're getting out and running.
Oh my God, the Nuggets.
Well, the Blue Jays get out of it. So if you want to take
28-11, you wanted 20 points, Foxy. You're still not going to get it. They kept it at 16.5. Oh, now it's Nuggets plus 19, almost 20, pal.
Again, got to make a shot. The Nuggets are getting good looks. That's the one thing you'd sit there and say. They're missing the 3 tonight, but they're good looks.
All right, Nuggets plus 20 minus 110. I'm in. You're going to give me a Nuggets plus 20?
I have 18.5.
I'm taking it.
Where do you see 20?
Bet Rivers.
Okay. I can't get Bet Rivers. All right, first deal for Chet.
Oh, don't you tell me that bet didn't go through, you bastards. Nuggets plus 20.
Now there's Westbrook's first 2. That's what we need. Come on, Russ.
Nuggets plus 20 plus 118. All right, I'm in on the Nuggets plus 20.
It's not even tanking. It doesn't really help you. I mean, when you look at the percentage wise. So I mean, they've done everything they can to stop teams from tanking, but you're never going to stop a team from tanking. But I actually, quite frankly, I hate the lottery and the fact that it should be like the NFL. If you're the worst team, that's fine. You tank, you get that player, that's fine. You improve your season. You're not just a perennial team that, look, they suck, but you don't win. If you don't win the lottery and you suck, you're not. Look at the Nets. Nets last year didn't win the lottery, didn't finish in the top 3, end up with a draft pick that doesn't even help you.
All right, Russ is in the game, buddy. Now here we go. We need Russ. We need Russ to go off for us too, don't we?
Oh, they already got a technical foul too.
I know. They almost got in a fight. It's heating up.
The Russ has got 4? Or has got 2?
Huh?
Oh, okay. The tech came right after he made the basket.
He's got 2 points. Murray has not hit a 3. Joker has no blocks or steals.
Well, it's 34-13. You're not going to get many stats. Again, the stats that you'd have would all be OKC stats. You have 1 steal from Dort, 1 steal from Holmgren. You got 2 rebounds from SGA. We talked about it's tough to win if it's a giant blowout. Down 21 in the first quarter. It's close to the word giant blowout.
I had to take the Nuggets out of principle at
Christian Braun has had 2 straight open threes without a soul near him, and he's clanked all 3.
Yeah, this has been as bad as the Nuggets have played.
Another 3. And it's a miss. Well, I'm not sure if that was smacked up on right, but okay.
I mean, what an ass whooping. But we said this about the Knicks tonight. Like, you just can't take too much out of it.
Yep. San Diego and the Yankees are in extras. San Diego's got runners at the corners, 1 out.
How are our boys doing, the Twins? Let's go, Twinkies. 5-2, top of the 9th. Let's go.
Yep. Let's see, Duran in to close us out.
Let's go.
Well, at least they hit a shot.
I mean, SGA's up there.
I mean, Westbrook's got 5 points, so he's leading the way for us.
At least we got that bet. Like that, you know what? That's what I gave out for the YouTube short today. That your Westbrook bet too.
Okay.
I liked it. He's been a firecracker off the bench, man. He's like Bruce Brown was when they won the championship, except he's been scoring more. He also does more dumb stuff though.
I was shocked it was not 15.
He does a lot of
this night that is there. Yep.
Dumb shit. All right, 10 points for Russell and 12 plus rebounds for Jokic. And he's got 2.
Good. In some ways, it's good for the over. In the other ways, it's success.
He's going to go to the bench here in a second, I would think, unless they're going to roll him out the whole first quarter and just be like, dude, we can't go down by 30.
Well, he played the whole first quarter last time to match SGA, who typically plays the whole first quarter.
Yeah, and then they'll sit him for like 4 or 5 minutes. 4 minutes, probably.
Yeah, I mean, his getting off to a 2-point start is not what you want. I mean,
so you were talking about this earlier, but here's another stat for you. Road teams trailing NBA playoff games by 20 or more were 11 and 600 from the start of 1997. The Knicks and Pacers have posted 20-point comebacks in the last 3 nights. Weren't the Nuggets down 20?
I don't think they were officially down 20.
What was it, like 19?
Yeah.
Oh, God, another fucking – there's Westbrook. I'll hit a 3, and then I'll turn the ball over. And they'll say it's on Jokic, too, but it was a shitty pass. My God. 40-16.
Yeah.
My God. All right, buddy. I'm done. You done?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep.
40-16.
We'll see what happens. It's a nice start for our over, though. So hopefully they still at least push the pace and we can still get this over.
All right, let's get the Twins home. You want to sign up for a free week, nukethehouse.com. Sign up for any plan. We won't charge you unless you want to be charged after the free week. The code is Nuke the House. Foxy, I'll see you tomorrow. Probably go on a little later, right? Because we got a 8:30 game, so maybe we'll go on an 8.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. Hey, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. And let's go nuke the house.